Is this thing on? Is it working? It says my audio stream's current bitrate is 0. Is that true? is there no audio? Or is it lying? It's working? Okay. I don't know why it's saying my audio bitrate is 0 then. Alright, let me post this in Discord. And let me tweet it. I'm a professional at this. Some of your media failed to upload. What the fuck? Why? Well, I just re-uploaded and it worked. So not a problem anymore. The music I'm playing is the Donkey Kong 64 OST. That's why there's monkey noises. Alright. So initially, I was just gonna do the tier list today. But then I realized that today is chapter release day, and I literally have not read it. Okay, well actually I made a Donkey Kong 64 epic remix, so you're kinda infringing on my property right now, so report it, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, just... That was still such a bizarre occurrence to me. But yeah, today I thought I was just gonna do the tier list thing, but then Ocean Man wanted to come on and talk about funny YouTube comments and have fun, smile. And plus I haven't read chapter 360 yet, so I didn't even read the scans. I know I saw like a couple of pages from the leaks and then I got bored and went to sleep, so I figured I would just read this. The dialogue in this chapter is insane? Like in a good way? I guess we'll find out. Obviously I don't know any of the dialogue either, because you can't read the fucking leaks. I thought Ocean Man was incapable of experiencing joy after the incident. Oh yeah, it only got worse too. He did not get any better after the incident. Okay. So my first immediate thought, and I pulled up another chapter for this. Hello, Lucy Adam. Is I'm pretty sure like this text, it's like kind of like squiggly and fucked up. This is supposed to be kind of like the Shigaraki dominant personality, right? Because you can go back to other times that Shigi AFO was talking, and it's just like it's just normal bada boom font. So I think that this is supposed to be like the Shigaraki part of the personality. Also, I apologize for using Manga C as well as Viz, but Viz logs me out every single day and it started pissing me off, so I just started using a different website. So I'm pretty sure this is like kind of Shigaraki. It's as close to Shigaraki as we're gonna get, which is cool, I guess. He says Izuku Midori was supposed to be here, right? And he's literally stomping, or I guess standing, on Bakugo's fucking head. Shiki always stuttering? Yeah, he always stutters in front of the hose. Oh, look at his toes. What's he doing? What's he doing with the toes there, bro? So he's bound to show up soon, hmm? On that note, having my quirk erased right now is a blessing in disguise. And Bakugo tries to be that guy, which I'm assuming is not gonna work. Hello, Mr. Streamer. Hello. Betelgeuse? Betelgeuse? I don't know how you say your name, I'm sorry. Oh, like he's so hot even with the toes? I mean, yeah. Well, do you like this too? Like, do you like what's going on right here? And then Shigaraki picks him up with his toes by his hair. And throws him up. Breaks his gauntlet and then grabs him by the throat. What the fuck? Cause your corpse will be left intact. Remember his sheer fury when I poked you full of holes last time? Yes, he'll have a lovely present waiting when he arrives. Jesus Christ, dude. Look at his arm, too. His arm got the blur effect applied, dude. It still cracks me up that Shiggy really lifted a whole 16-year-old with his crusty, dusty foot. Bro, he's been walking around barefoot this whole time. His foot is dirty. It's Betelgeuse? Oh, dude, I'm so based. The squiggly font appearing is because of the damage sustained by Bakugo's attack. I mean, I guess, but that would just make it weird because consistently Horikoshi has used squiggly font for Shigaraki and normal font for All for One, so that would be kind of odd. Bakugo's getting fucked up, dude. He could not hang. And he's like, look at the support gear just firing. Dude. It's like a chicken running around with his head cut off, bro. He's just blasting. That's actually so sad. Wait, why isn't it working anymore? What the fuck? Hello? His arm is still spinning. Oh my god. Shigaraki's text boxes are almost always squiggly. Yeah, until MVA. After MVA, his font got normalized. Okay. You once said you've always admired All Might's triumphs. Oh my god. Well, it's time for a reality check, Katsuki Bakugo. Jesus Christ. Oh. Is that like not actually happening? Oh, is this like a vision of death kind of thing? Okay, I guess that's still cool. No matter the heights you'll reach, you'll never be more than Izuku Midoriya's hanger on a minnow. What? What does that mean? Hanger on a minnow. I have never heard this phrase in my entire life. Hanger on a minnow in One for All's wake. What the fuck? What is my blood waffling about? Oh, Nejire wave. Pike. Oh, that's raw as fuck. So she flies in and shoots a big fucking spike at him. And Shigaraki smiles and he's putting Bakugo in the path of the pike. Oh shit. Hashtag let Caleb cook. He's basically just calling him a pipsqueak? We'll just call him a pipsqueak. What is this minnow, hanger on a minnow shit? That's wild. That is the most wild shit that I've ever read in my life. So Nejire, finally, the first person of the big three to actually do something. This entire fight. And she just goes straight for stabbing, which is pretty cool. And then she reverts the pike because obviously she's not trying to kill Bakugo. I mean, I think that she should just do it, but whatever. What the fuck is going on here? Vast hybrid. Octopus plus Mirage, or Octopus Mirage plus Scorpius Toxin. Eating bugs is all the rage these days. Why would you say that? Why would you say that? Why would you say eating bugs is all the... Oh my god. This dialogue is so bad. You'll always be Deku's hanger-on, you're just a minnow. I mean, like, I understand it, but like... Like, what is Caleb cooking with that? He's like you? What? In the last chapter, AFO is still talking even through the text quickly. You'll see later in the chapter why I don't think it's Shigaraki talking right now, and it's still AFO at the start of this chap. Okay. Oh, Venom. Pathetic. Okay, so he's trying to inject him with Venom. Oh, no, he did inject him with Venom. Oh, damn. Oh, yeah, I see it connects here, actually. He injects him with Venom. I'm assuming he just doesn't care. Tamaki really snuck onto the big three. Oh my god, what the fuck is going on here? There's a bunch of fucking mouths? It's too implicit for our minds to understand, yeah. Holy shit. Tamaki. Rest in peace, bro. I need to make a Tamaki funeral video after this. He is not equipped to be here, bro. I feel like Nejire and, like, Mirio are the only ones equipped to be here currently. This dude could just turn into fucking scorpions and get his ass kicked. My body continues to adapt. Scurry away like insects. Nothing can bring me down. Oh, there's Mirio. Finally. After, 60 chapters. He's finally here. Tamaki's the janitor in training. Bro, he's gonna manage the building. He's not gonna be the janitor. Okay, throws Bakugo's body to Genist. Here we go. Alright, what are you gonna do? Like, what are you possibly gonna do here? Like, let's be real now. What is he gonna do? There he is, completely uninjured. Yeah, here he comes. Everyone else has been getting their ass beat for like fucking 45 minutes. And then he just arrives. I remember your stupid face from Jakku. Oh wait, that's Shigaraki saying that. Jesus. That's funny. Okay. The name's Lemillion. I'm the hero on messenger duty and bodyguard duty. Okay. Why are we talking about that now? Count on me to fight off any other villain who might crash our party and to spread intel around without delay. They needed someone quick and mobile here, and that's me. Okay. So why do you destroy? He asks. And then Shigaraki says, because the current framework has failed. Nejire fires off another blast. Mirio, oh, I get it. You never had any friends. This is why Midoriya is the main character, by the way. That's crazy. That is crazy. Mirio really hit the antagonist with, like, the friendless plus ratio. What the fuck? He really hit him with the, like... Shigaraki's just like, wait, what? What are you saying to me? I fell to my knees. Huh? Ooh. Is Shigaraki finally gonna reference his friend who died 100 chapters ago? Can we just take a moment to acknowledge that Twice has been dead for 100 chapters almost? That's crazy. L plus ratio plus no bitches plus friendless plus your wife. So... I'm assuming this is supposed to hint, because he called him maiden. Why would you zoom me out, you fucking bastard? This is supposed to hint that he's, like, maidenless and shit, and then Shigaraki's supposed to be like, how dare you say that about me? And then he's gonna talk about Twice or something next chapter, maybe, but, like, it's almost too late, dude. Like, I'm sure the moment will be cool. But there is such a thing as too little too late, you know? Like, it's been 100 chapters, man. The time is gone. The time is in a different state. It is in a different postal code. I can't tell if all of this is Shigaraki or AFO talking, but that Han definitely came from the deepest part of Shiggy's mind. Yeah. I can get in close, sure, but on my own, I can't deal hard-hitting damage. That's why I gotta, escort Holo's energy waves to point-blank range. Yeah, he's got it, like, wrapped around his arm. After Twice died, you just dropped the series? Damn. Yeah. I'm assuming this is supposed to be foreshadowing, Shigaraki finally talking about Twice's death, but I almost don't care. Hello, Lewis. Yeah, I almost don't care about this anymore. It's been 100 chapters, 2, almost 3 years? So, yeah, whatever. Otherwise, you'd realize there's plenty worth keeping around. Oh, that's so raw. That's a joke, by the way. No, it's not. Until Midoriya shows up, I'll keep Shigaraki on the ropes. I don't know about that one. You got one good hit in because of Nejire. You didn't do shit, man. That's crazy. I wonder if they mentioned compress. I mean, they have to. There's no way they don't. Oh, he's folded. Look at him. Jesus. Allow me to suture your right arm, Dynamite. No delay. We still have need for your firepower. Oh damn, Best Genius isn't looking too hot either. He's grabbing Bakugo. His arm is like fucking twisted up. It's like a pretzel. And he's dripping on his arm. He's dripping out. Is he crying? Your arm, please. We'll figure something out later. This foe is beyond any of us. He surpassed all expectations. I mean, there was a reason why Deku was supposed to be here. Like, let's be real. Maybe he'll come back to deliver one punch and leave. Yeah, he's gonna bail again. He's gonna watch, like, Nejire get turned to ash, and he's gonna be like, damn, I'm gonna head out, actually. Bakugo doing the Family Guy fallen pose. Shut the fuck up. We're well past the point of exploiting your previous encounters with Shigaraki. That was a stellar showing. You've done enough. Right side. Finger faint. Mutter, mutter. Ah, even now, this boy. Despite everything, he's still. And you got like the dripping sweat. So is he about to be able to explode everything from his body? So you're telling me the dude who just got a power-up like 3 arcs ago is getting another one? Is that what's happening? I mean, I guess he needs it to be able to hang, but his arm is like turned to ash. So I don't know if he needs a power-up right now. Think his quirk is about to become proxy-based? I mean, I'm pretty sure this is supposed to reference a quirk awakening. A good drawing from Horikoshi? Every drawing that Horikoshi does is a good drawing. Let's be real. Bro has not missed in, like, a decade. I guess I'm interested where this is going. I mean, I know that, like, quirk awakenings and quirk power-ups aren't limited, but it would be nice to see other characters get power-ups? Like, if it's been exclusively Midoriya and like Bakugo this entire time, and Shoto now actually. It's been the trio and that's it. Like, that's it. How do you feel about Bakugo as a character? I always felt like he was just a random asshole for no reason, but question whether I'm being willfully ignorant or there's more to him. I think Bakugo is probably, like, he's top 10 characters in the series. He's just a kid with an inferiority complex. And it blew up in his face after Midoriya ratioed him. I do think, like, the apology itself was good, but the reaction and response to the apology was terrible. Imagine me, but I'm holding up a 4 to the camera. Okay, I'm imagining you. What do you rate Bakugo's character? Even if this quirk is a quirk awakening, how OP can it be to handle Shiggy for 1? Nobody can. The apology was ass. I think the apology would have been fine if Midoriya had a chance to actually respond to it. I guess I'm still hoping that like one day he does, but I need to acknowledge that it's never it's gone. Apology was so ass that Deku really passed out from it. It's a superiority complex, not everything is an inferiority complex. Bakugo quite explicitly had an inferiority complex. Like, that was very, 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 very explicit. I think Twice is still the best character to me, but I don't know. Shigaraki's out and better. Well, he's not out yet. Knowing the direction the story has taken, how likely do you think the DFO theory is? Look, I know that I'm My Hero Academia's resident hater, but even I don't think Dad for One's gonna happen, okay? I said it in my All for One video, I don't think that Horikoshi would stoop so low. Ochako would definitely get some kind of power up, even if it's mid. I hope it's not mid. I'm looking forward to the Ochako and Toga resolution. Not really, it was him realizing that he's not the best. Okay, hang on. Inferiority complex. An unrealistic feeling of general inadequacy caused by actual or supposed inferiority in one's sphere, sometimes marked by aggressive behavior and compensation. When Horikoshi was writing Bakugo, he googled definition inferiority complex, and then he wrote this down. And that's what he's been doing for the past 300 chapters. If I were Bakugo in this situation, I would just bawl my eyes out. Basically, my hair is gonna be print from Shiki's feet and my arm got mangled. Yeah, he took a fucking fat L. Do you see Deku versus Shiki being a one-on-one? I'm thinking that's kind of the point of him being gone. Well, besides other things, obviously. But it's also to, like, whittle down the entirety of the, like, the opposing force so that it could just be Deku and Shigaraki. Because, I mean, Deku's been gone for, like, 15 minutes, and, like, everyone in the arena is, like, dead. So... Deku went out to go, like, buy some cigarettes at the corner store, and Bakugo is, like, gonna fucking eat shit and die. Chapter 360 was fine. Like, it was cool. You also thought Regulus had an inferiority complex, but that's just wrong? No, it's not. Regulus is somebody... Okay, I'm not gonna say it actually the spoilers, but for people, for anime at least. But it's not wrong. What would you do if Nejire died? Dude, if Nejire dies, I'm gonna like, just scroll through Twitter for like the next week as everyone is like fighting about misogyny. That's all that's gonna happen, really. What the fuck was the point of Deku learning to work together with the others if he isn't gonna work with said others? I don't know, dude, ask Horikoshi. Do you think next chapter will switch to the Toga versus Uraraka fight? It's honestly hard to tell. Because... you never really know when Horikoshi is gonna do a POV swap. Adam Finnegan says, Shigefo really just went fuck them kids, lol. Yeah, dude, that page... he fucking picks up by his hair. This is brutal. This is like the most disrespectful shit that we have ever seen. It should be Mirio? Yeah, I wouldn't be sad if Mirio died at all. What are the odds we cut away to a Ochako fight next week? Or maybe we'll focus on the original parking lot? Or where Maki is? I think predicting POV swaps with Horikoshi is like near impossible. Because he just does it whenever the fuck he feels like it. Yeah, my thoughts on chapter 360 are, it's fine. I mean, like, watching Bakugo get his absolute shit kicked in is pretty crazy. And he still wants more. He has not had enough of the smoke yet. This is also being recorded so that Bakugo being lifted by Shigi's toes is going to be broadcasted to the world. Yeah. He is getting live. He's getting destroyed on live television. It's kind of confusing me that Shigaraki only breaks someone's arm, destroys a building, while in the first war he kills a mass of pro heroes. Well, to be fair, when he killed a mass of pro heroes, it was when he didn't have a razor on him, so he was able to decay. So he decayed like the entire mountainside of the Gunga village. Why can't you hear Donkey Kong? You should be able to. He's still playing. Dude, this shit is 5.5 hours long. Yeah, so I'm good, Caper. How you doing, buddy? As to give me your clout so my FMA video can get views when it drops at 4. How do I give you my clout? Like, do you want the keys in my car? Do you ever plan on reading Chainsaw Man? Seems like it'll be up your alley. I've already read Chainsaw Man. And it was good. You're working on some Roswell art? Oh, shit. That's awesome. I'll be looking forward to seeing that. Clout infusion. Yeah, it needs a clout infusion. Imagine seeing all this action and still arguing on Twitter like this manga's a rom-com. Dude. Look, man. I was reading it. Just give me your Twitter account and I'll make a tweet, yeah. I don't remember what. I have my notifications on Twitter off, that's why. So I was looking at some like old tweets that I made to see like what people said. And there was one in particular where I was like, yeah, it's kind of cringe how like people blame everything wrong in the fandom on Bakudekus and stuff like that. When like everyone in this fandom is toxic and everyone loves misery. And I got quote retweeted by someone. I think. Yeah, I got quote retweeted by someone and they were like, oh my god, thank you. It's so true how us Bakudekus always get blamed. And somebody replied who had blocked me, saying that I do the same thing and I'm being a hypocrite. And I was like, oh, okay. Because of all my shipping content. My shipping content goes crazy. I think Bakugo's big moment Hori mentioned in the Jump Festa interview will be whatever's coming from this, but I wonder if it'll even affect Shige like that. That is true, actually. You're probably right. I forgot he said that. And Uraraka and Hawks are supposed to be the light of hope, right? Could be true, could be true. Shigaraki with the body horror plus his quirks is definitely gonna be the moment Deku returns. Man, I still don't know how 45% Deku. Like, I know he's got Fajin, but I don't know how he's gonna put up a fight against him. Do you ship Bakudeku Asa? Not particular. I don't really ship anything, dude. I don't really care. Do you even ship anything? No. That's the thing, is that I never post any shipping content. I never post anything about ships, ever. Never a single time in my life have I ever posted anything about shipping, and Bakudekus fucking hate me. They hate me, and I don't know why. I don't do anything. A lot of Bakudekus hate me, and a few Izuochas hate me too because I said that Uraraka falling asleep in chapter 327 was really fucking stupid and bad. Was that 327 or was that earlier? I don't remember actually. When are we dropping that Izuocha joint video? Yeah, never. Yo, what's up, Mr. Peabody? You should live read my fanfictions. No thanks. As it makes all of us chat mods say an oath to Bakudeku before we can moderate chat, actually. Well, don't fucking leak it, come on. It was 3, yeah. I said that, I remember. Dude, oh my god. I literally remember when that chapter dropped. Fuck you, Viz. I'm logged out again. I remember when that chapter dropped, and, I said that her falling asleep is really cringe. And... dude, I got quote retweeted out. People were so mad at me. And everyone was saying, oh, dude, she's going to wake up in the next chapter. It's going to be her and Deku alone. And they're going to have a chat in the middle of the night. Didn't happen for like 20 chapters. Didn't happen for like 20 chapters. It was so bad. And then after I was proven right that it was stupid, I got blocked. Would you ever make a ReZero character tier list? Or our tier list Giga Cringe? I mean, I do tier list streams, so I guess I am Giga Cringe. But I will make a ReZero character tier list stream probably, when I finish Arc 6. I think the only real damage to Shigaraki that can be applied will be in the Vestige realm. We can assume that by the time Deku is there, UA should fall and Monoma won't have eyes on him anymore. Yeah, I'm really waiting for UA to fall. That would actually be sick. You would make so much money if you made JJK or CSM videos, but you never do? Because I'm not really like, I don't know. I'm not really into those series like I am with like MHA or ReZero. Like I try and brainstorm JJK videos and like, I don't know, I just stop caring. It was so funny when people were on Hori's ass for not having Kirishima present when Bakugo woke up. Wait, really? Do you think that picture Horikoshi drew of Bakugo, Uraraka, Toga, Deku, and Shigaraki for Jump Festa was hinting at Deku losing an arm? Probably not. "2021 MHA felt like someone in this chat took over the writing of the manga." Yeah, it was Toini. Toini was writing straight bangers in 2021. Clout over caring about your subject. Big if true. Silence Bubba. Get his ass, dude. Alright, is it time for the tier list now? Oshime's gonna be here soon, and I need to get through this before he gets here. Sorry. I'm sorry, Tomi. I didn't mean it. Anyway, I made a tier list for theories. If Toini wrote Star versus Tomura, it would make so much sense. That's fucked up, dude. That is fucked up. Dude, if someone said that about me, I would like... I can't say that on YouTube, never mind. We need Zenrato here too. He's I don't know what he's doing. I only asked Ocean Man because I don't really DM with Zenrato that often. DFO and S tier. We'll get to DFO last, okay? So these are all the theories that I could find that weren't like entirely batshit. Muscular is Bakugo. No, Muscular is Bakugo's dad. No, I decided not to add it. Cause like it's not like a super substantiated one. You know what I mean? It was just like an anime, or not even just an anime only. It was like something that somebody thought for like a few chapters. Because I don't know, it's cringe. Oh, coward. Alright, what about Hawks, Dabi, and the Hero Public Safety Commission? That theory of Hawks and Toya having known each other from the HPSC, and that's how Dabi got his name. How do we feel about that theory? Before it got confirmed that it was fake, of course. Not real. Wasn't the muscular being Bakugo's dad thing just a joke? Not to some people, no. B tier, S tier, A tier. A or S. So the Hawks and the Dabi knowing each other from the HPSC theory, this was actually a theory that I thought was gonna be true. Like this theory made so much sense, honestly. I actually really fucked with this one. If Asa wrote MHA, Toya would be Hawks' long-lost brother. Man, you're really mad about what I said about 2021 MHA, huh? I'm sorry. I can tell that I've deeply hurt you with that one. Even though what we got was better, this would have been a great alternative. See, the thing is what we got better? Is what we got better? So what we got instead was that Dabi somehow found Hawks' mom, plowed her, that's a joke by the way, and then got Hawks' real name. The question is, how did he ever find Hawks' mom? How did that happen? Minimum A tier. Like, I think that Hawks and Dabi knew each other. I think this one fucked. That's an S tier theory, man. It's a shame this one didn't get confirmed. That was a good ass theory. This would have been canon if Hori didn't drop the whole corrupt hero safety commission thing. Dobby has his ways. Yeah, he was plowing every woman in like a certain region of Japan until he found her. It was all for one, you see. Stop. Stop. Okay. Deku at Deka. Now, a lot of you probably don't know about Deku at Deka. Deku at Deka was a theory that, Deku was on the border of Deka City during MVA. And it all stemmed from one bad leak. So this would have meant that Deku and I assume more heroes would have interrupted MVA. Now how do we feel about Deku at Deka? It was literally one leak that the leak was trying to say that Deku was on like the border of, like, you know how at the end of every chapter it has like the little picture of Deku and it says like on the next chapter, etc, etc. That's what the leak was trying to say. And everyone took that as Deku was on the border of Deka rather than the border of the chapter. Everyone hates this. Except for Bubba. Bubba loves it. No. Just reminded me of how much I dislike Deku narrating the MVA previews of the anime. Yeah, it was not great. D if Deku was buying a crepe or pork cutlet. Yeah, this is a terrible theory. This would, like, having the heroes intervene kind of, like, completely undermines what made MVA so interesting. Dog shit theory. Not good at all. Okay, now this one is controversial. I know this for sure. This is gonna be a controversial one in chat. Deku watching fights from the border so we can narrate the episode. AFO gave Tenko decay. How do we feel about that? Now I know what Pineapple would say if he was here. How do we feel about All For One giving Tenko decay? It didn't manifest naturally. And he is what caused the massacre of that family. Deku's climactic battle with ice at the border. Jesus Christ. So I'm seeing B's, a D, and F. Somebody who's very enthusiastically saying S. That's a lot of mixed responses, actually. I mean, if he didn't, it's hilarious. That's the one plotline he didn't put his Cheeto-dusted fingers on. So, I'm gonna agree. I kinda agree with Caper there, in that I don't like it when All For One fucks with plotlines, but, like, he's already fucked with the Shigaraki plotline, right? So, like, it's not really anything new. Too much cookie jar? I mean, I feel like I'm just indifferent about this one. AFO might as well have planned me reading the damn manga. I've seen Weekly Crocs change their rating like 7 times. I'm kind of hovering around B or C, honestly. Maybe C is just a safer answer. Like, I'll give A and above if Shiggy was like quirkless before we go to PLWIO as the parallel of Shiggy and Deku. So, I feel like that panel that they cut from the anime of like the dude in the hat bringing Tenko home, that's like too obvious, isn't it? That's what Pineapple would say. I'm channeling my inner Pineapple right now. It's fun. I wonder if they cut it from the anime because it's not actually true. That'd be hilarious, actually. I wonder, like, imagine that AFO did give Tenko to K, and then he was watching like the anime episode, and he watched it get cut, and he was just like, "Huh, interesting." I wonder how he felt about like Redestro's intro being cut and shit. I wish I could get into his head sometimes, because obviously, like, you're not gonna talk shit about the adaptation of your work. But like, I wonder how he feels like when he watches Redestro get decimated from the anime, or like when Spinner is removed. Like, is he just sitting there? Is he just sitting there on his couch watching his TV and he's like, oh, okay. Yeah, I think C might fit. I don't know. Wonder how the CRC felt about them being cut. Yeah, I wonder how he feels about the switching of the arcs. I imagine, I don't know. They probably have to ask him, right? Like, they probably have to ask him to do these things. And it could just be in line with, like, the work culture there to just be like, okay, sure. He's too busy on his day with Gege to care. Yeah, I need them to stop interacting, like, immediately. Hori definitely froze when the Christmas party happened right after JT ended. That was like everyone, dude. Everyone fucking froze. Talking like he didn't make Verdestro get taken out by a bird and also got his only PLW fight being off-screened. Man, I still don't care that Verdestro got his fight off-screened. I still don't think it was a big deal. Like, the arc was already getting long enough. I don't think we needed to see Verdestro's fight. Or, Getten's fight either. That shit was like 55 chapters long. Which is long for MHA. I think he also talked about Forest arc being cut short in a recent interview. Yeah, the reader surveys for Forest training camp were really bad as soon as the villains got involved, so he cut it short. Verdestro isn't that guy, regardless. Verdestro could have been that guy, but I think Horikoshi gave up on writing ideologically interesting characters. The MLA was wasted, yes. Yes, it was. Ed shot top 10 in verse agenda. I mean, he should be, yeah. It's kind of OP. Okay, this is a fan favorite theory. Deku had decay originally. Whew. What a strong one. There we go. Holy fuck, dude. Anyone who's cooking this theory is batshit. Hori off-screening Ochako, flirting. Hori off-screening Redestro. Harassment. Yeah. What the fuck, do the fans want 20 chapters of the students pissing about in the forest training camp? Yeah, probably. People mass tweeting about how the war arc was dragging the moment Ochako and Togo's fight began was hilarious. Yeah, that shit's misogyny. Look, I know the fandom likes to blame Horikoshi for misogyny. Like, they like to call him a misogynist, but sometimes you gotta look inwards, okay? Sometimes you gotta look inwards. How would that even work? It doesn't. Unless his quirk was literally taken at birth. His quirk would have to be taken as soon as he was born, actually. So it would technically work, but... I remember people thinking if the fourth OFA user had decay. People need to stop thinking. Because it's not working. What if Deku Dust is his dad? Shut up, please, no. You just created a new theory, can you stop? What situation would Kid Deku be in for this to make sense? Dad for one, dude. You're clearly not thinking ahead with that for one there. Alright, how about the next one? Deku's quirk was taken. So the theory is that he had a quirk, but that dastardly Dr. Garaki took the quirk from him when he was a kid. Interesting, right? How do we feel about that? What do you think of the second user's quirk being naval laser? I think that people need to stop making theories. Remember when people thought Monoma and Toga were siblings? No, actually I don't. I only heard about that very recently. This is just as fucking bad. Man. D low C. Tony is just typing. Tony is just saying shit. That was your theory? Your theory is bad, and you should feel bad for being bad. This is terrible. Yeah. Yeah, what if the theme of My Hero Academia becomes that Deku tries to get his original quirk back, dude? That'd be so cracked, OMG. People thought Kendo was Verdestro's daughter because of the hair. Hey, but Kendo doesn't have a receding hairline. Alright. We got some strong theories so far. We got, most of them are an F tier. How about the theory that Getten is a Himura? And, if you don't remember who what a Himura is, that's, Rei Todoroki's family. Before she got sold. What do you think the last quirk is? It's something that fires. It's something that you fire. I still can't believe something as seemingly big as Deku's doctor being All For One's assistant is never touched on. Yeah. With how explicit My Hero Academia is, I'm surprised that it's never been mentioned. What do you think the last quirk is? I think I already answered that. I'm sorry. For the Getten theory, I think it's possible that Horikoshi thought of doing it at some point but never bothered continuing it. Wow, you guys are actually all giving it A? Wow, I'm actually really surprised how much you guys like this theory. Because I'm gonna give it like maybe like a C. Because I don't think My Hero Academia needs any more like family reveals. The reason Getten is a villain is because Endeavor beat him as a child. Twinnie's like sitting there, like laying on their stomach, kicking their feet in the air and shit, like typing up all these dumb messages in chat. Got a big smile on their face. I know what you're doing. Dobby parallel, stop. Not everything needs to be a fucking parallel. God damn it. It could have been a neat addition to the world building of quirk selling and stuff. Okay, I see that. But also at the same time, I'm tired of relations. Like, I'm tired of relation reveals. Like, we don't need any more of these. We already had the Shimura family. We already had the Dobby one, okay? Like, is my image is your image of me that cute? What if Getten froze Deku's dad in place in the United States? You're a crackhead. Alright. Now, how about this theory, okay? Crimson Riot is Gigantomachia. Boom. What do you guys think about that one? Deku and Shiki are cousins? I actually read that one once, and I just didn't think to include it, because it didn't seem like it was that big of a deal. My favorite theory is Deku's a Himura, actually. Stop. Why are you typing so much? That's enough. I think this one is already dead, no? Is it? Why are we even entertaining the idea that Getten matters? Who the hell cares? Riot wasn't even born in the same era? I don't think we know that explicitly, do we? Gigantamachia's original quirk is known? Is it actually? Well, okay. Just because it's not possible anymore doesn't mean that it can't be a good theory, right? Because we have this at S, so... I honestly don't know how you know... I think I just don't care about this, is the thing. I think I just don't care. Wasn't Machia AFO's old bodyguard? It's never been explicitly stated. I don't think. I think he just exists. Like, Gigantomachia's past is just largely unknown. As a great man once said, who the fuck cares? Yeah, this is basically how I feel about Crimson Riot as Gigantomachia. So I guess if I don't care about it, it's a C, right? Like... Man, look how many great theories this community has. Isn't this crazy? Not everyone is Deku's dad, okay? Not everyone is Deku's dad. Do people still care about Kirishima outside of shipping? I don't know, ask Toini. Speaking of Toini, the theory that Eri rewinds All Might. Toini, take the headphones off. You don't want to be here for this one. you don't want to be here for this. Machia being Crimson Riot would lead to more introspection than the Aoyama thing did for Deku Sai. That's not hard. That's not hard. AFO technically rewinded AFO, so S tier. Skip it. Oh man. That's crazy. Skip this one. Alright, we'll skip this one. Okay. How about the Kaminari traitor theory? Now, I know that obviously Aoyama's the traitor. We know that now. But how about Kaminari being the traitor? Wasn't that a Church of MHA theory? I'm pretty sure it's just been a theory all around the internet. Like, I've seen that in so many places. C, CF, damn. A. What if Deku's dad was the traitor? Can I ban moderators in chat? There's a lot of mixed answers on the Kaminari traitor theory. Better than laser dick. Kaminari being a raw traitor over the French. So, I didn't finish my sentence and hit send by accident. Nice one. So, I'm almost wondering if the potential of a Kaminari theory or traitor would have been just straight up better than Aoyama being a traitor. Because, like, does anyone even care about Kaminari? No, but does anyone even care about Aoyama, though? Like, the bar is in hell, and I feel like at least a few people care about Kaminari. Like, a little bit, right? Like, some people at least care about this dude for some reason. No one gives a fuck about Aoyama. No one cares. At all. Like... We were just desperate to have Kaminari do something cool besides being a battery and a gag character, yeah. Was it Pineapple who keeps tweeting that Kaminari is like the lamest lightning user in anime? And he keeps getting he keeps getting packed over it? Aoyama is top 10 in the series. It is fucking insane how quickly people thought that Aoyama is a top 10 character after the traitor reveal. That is crazy. Like, oh my god. He had like 2 chapters of being a cool character, I guess. No, not even that. He wasn't even that cool. He had 2 chapters of being a character, and suddenly he's top 10 in My Hero Academia. That must mean the top 10 of My Hero Academia is dog shit. Who said Aoyama was top 10? At least 3 people. It's been too long, I couldn't give you exact names anymore, but I saw it at least like 3 times. It was a post like, wow, my goat mangaka, he made Aoyama a top 10 character in just one arc. Like, holy shit. Luck clears? Unironically, yes. The amount of Black Clover that I've read, I could tell you that luck clears Kaminari. It's not even close. You have to understand that people were in a dark place after SNS. I was in a dark place after SNS, Alex. I was in a dark place. That arc was terrible. I don't know, C or B. I feel like, I don't know. I'm gonna put B just because this would have been, oh fuck. Let's put that. Hori subverted expectations the way he made Kaminari the only lame lightning user in Animag. What do you have to say, Jordan? What's with the pensive face? What do you have to say? You're gonna be in a dark place after I turn off your electricity. Jordan has something to say. Speak up, Jordan. Is it because I said something positive about Black Clover? I thought you didn't have time to be a hater these days. Deku is Dobby's dad. Stop. Please. Please don't speak, Jordan. Oh, God. Okay. Next theory. Young Chisaki is in AFO's Cork facility. How do we feel about... And because I couldn't make the name super clear because it would be hella long, but the little Cork facilities that Toya was held in to make like fallbacks for Shigaraki, there was a panel in the overhaul, like, quote-unquote backstory, yeah, the AFO daycare, and it looks like Chisaki is in a building that looks the exact same. Jordan, worry about that trailer you didn't get last night instead of me praising Black Clover. Jesus Christ. A lot of mixed answers. We got some S's, we got a C, we got some F's, we got a B. Sorry, can't believe we'll get it next time. What was the theory? I wasn't paying attention. The theory that Chisaki was in the AFO daycare. The only good part about this theory is that it makes AFO look absolutely moronic. I'd say C. Okay, you don't get it? Okay. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it for you. Okay. Does anyone have the panel, like, offhand? Oh, I found it. I found it. Okay. So this building, as you can see, it's got like kids running around. It's got this tree, these butterflies, this plane, right? What chapter was the Dobby shit? I don't even remember now. Like 350? It was exactly 350 actually. That's crazy. It was like 350. Oh, it was 349, I think, actually. Wait, was it? Bro, where am I in life currently? Yeah, okay. So you see like all these decorations and stuff. It's got like these fun little boxes, the kids running around the tree and the plane. The Dobby backstory, when he was in the All for One hideout, or whatever the fuck, it's got the same plane, the same tree, the same boxes, like the same window. Like, Chisaki was, like, right here. So, hopefully that clears it up for you a little bit now. And hopefully that clears up why this is going in F tier. Because not only Does this make AFO involved in yet another plotline, which is entirely unnecessary? It makes him not taking Overhaul even more stupid. I hate this because it immediately brought back the debate of AFO taking Overhaul that Ass and them had for like a week straight. I want you all to know, this is like objectively true, as I was correct. Just like all things, but like especially that one, I was objectively correct about. AFO does daycare as a side hustle, yeah. I understand why everyone wants it S tier because it makes AFO look bad. I understand. But it's just it's too terrible. Or maybe AFO was just copying what a kindergarten looked like. What is he, that fucking detached from reality? To be honest, I hate this theory, but we get to talk about the Overhaul arc again because of it, and I like Eri. You're unwell. How's your Overhaul section coming along, by the way, Toini? The clock is ticking. Season 6 is coming. AFO doesn't take Blue Flame or Overhaul because dramatic irony. Why did you make me sound like that? Alright. How about the theory of Midoriya being the unintentional traitor because of the vestiges of One for All? Now, when I put this in the tier list, I was really thinking of how this would be possible, and I couldn't. I could not think of how this is possible. Tony, I don't believe that you feel strongly about this theory at all. I don't believe you. You guys actually are giving it S, or is this a bit? Okay, how does this work? How do the vestiges get to AFO? AFO had the original stockpile quirk? Yeah. He did have the original stockpile quirk, huh? Okay, I'm gonna type for a minute, let me explain. Nobody had even heard about this theory until right now, don't lie. No, I've heard this theory a lot, dude. I just don't know, like, what to think of it. So the vestige is like a hotspot and Deku is the Bluetooth. Yeah, sure. AFO already said that he could hear his little brother. That is true. Deku never knew they were going to the USJ, so how would the vestiges? That's true, though. What if the vestiges are Deku's dad? What if I ban you from chat? So, the two issues I see with this theory are brought up in chat. How would it have been known that they were going to the USJ when Deku didn't even know? And like Caper said, how would he not know that he's behind the wall in Kamino? Aoyama didn't know either? Didn't he give them the information though? So we already know that the vestige of AFO is connected to OFA, almost like they're yin and yang in a way, and given how there is just a lot we don't know about most quirks, it is entirely possible that AFO could take advantage of Izuku's weakness to overpower him and watch him through his eyes, without him knowing. How did Aoyama know? If Aoyama didn't know, then how would AFO? Because somehow the information had to get to All For One. Shiggy got the info for USJ during the breach. But he never, like, breached the school, though. He just decayed the gate. By the time Deku learned he was going on a camping trip, I'm talking about the USJ, not the forest training camp. AFO can see through Deku and relate to Kurogiri? I mean... But you need exact coordinates. So unless he was watching the whole time... I don't know, I just feel like it's too flimsy. Why did Shiggy have to breach if Aoyama was giving them intel? I'm pretty sure Shiggy was just being Shiggy and he just decayed the gate to let the media in. To cause uproar. I don't think he breached. Jesus, I just read your dog is as close to a father figure that you'll get. What the fuck? If Hori planned it from the start, it could have made sense. Well, yeah. I'll give the theory a C for potential coolness, but since it was never Hori's plan, it just doesn't have a lot of supporting evidence. So we'll just give it middle of the pack. Could have been interesting, but Hori decided to pick a character that no one gives a shit about. That's crazy. I typed too long for it to be low C. You typed 2 paragraphs. That's not even that much. The USJ began with Aizawa saying that the location they were going to is remote, and Kurogiri mentioned they got the schedule a day before. Okay. See, at least somebody here reads My Hero Academia, because I don't. Page 5 of 337 shows that Aoyama gave the USJ info. Okay, well there we go. I got that gyro typing ability. You feel me? No way, dude. There's no way you type that slow. You gotta type faster than Gyro. I don't think anyone in this chat types as slow as Gyro does. Like, we'll be like 2 theories down and he'll finally respond to what I just said. Speaking of 2 theories down, Gran Torino is the father of Kotaro Shimura. So, Gran Torino is basically Shigaraki's grandfather. Would you consider yourself a father figure to Gyro? I consider myself an imposing figure to Gyro. How about that? So, I know I said I'm tired of relations. But I don't know. I think this theory is interesting. It does not add anything, that's true. It really doesn't add anything. I think it's cool if it's left implicit. How about that? Oh shit, it's Ocean Man. Whenever you're ready, you can just call me on Discord or something. F because it should have been me. That would make sense. It's like the theory would make sense. But like, hang on, let me answer this call.
Hello? Can you hear
Hello?
me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Wonderful. Yes, I can hear you.
Perfect.
I popped in and I saw you're slandering a theory I came up with.
Oh, wait, which one?
Gran Torino is Kotaro's father.
No,
That's
actually, I'm the only one who's supporting it, actually, unfortunately.
Oh, shit. Ocean's strongest soldier.
Like,
I can't believe it.
I don't think it adds, like, a lot, but I think it's, I don't know, I just think it's neat.
I honestly think it's not even, like, something that will change the series or, like, make it all that much better. But the thing is, it's so fucking heavy-handed in that one chapter, and it feels odd that no one, like, deals with it.
Yeah.
To me, it's like, it's almost like a lesser version of the fact that Gran Torino dies, but everyone just forgets about it. Or just never bothers to confirm it.
The 2 haters are finally here. Yeah, there's a lot of hating converged in one stream currently. And Toini's in chat too. This is like, this is crazy right now. This is a lot of
Yeah,
hate.
we love My Hero, dude. I fucking love Horikoshi's work, basically all the way up to 2020, maybe 21. And ever
Um,
since then,
yeah.
it's been sleeping on the couch.
Man, it's crazy how
Uh,
how sad I am about this series now.
I don't know. I had a period where I was really sad about it, but now
Yeah.
I'm in the copium phase where it's sort of like, you know what? I've been so disappointed and I've been I've been putting too much energy towards being mean to it. Whereas now it's sort of just like I make fun of it. When
Yeah.
someone calls me out on it, I tell them I don't know who they are, and then I move on with my life. Yeah, I mean, it's just cartoons.
It is just cartoons at the end of the day.
Okay, let me look at your tier list you
Yeah,
got here
what
so
do you
I can
think of the
see.
theories so far?
Hawks and Dobby in the HPSC in S, I agree with that. That's really cool. I've always really liked that one.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think the explanation we got in its place is kind of lame actually. How Dobby just found his mom, like on Wikipedia or something. I don't know how that worked.
yeah, that shit. I mean, that's a straight up plot hole.
Yeah.
Straight up. That's because the thing is, the way it's explained is that he finds her through the name, but he only learns the name from her.
Yeah.
So and also, you know, he does it with I love it. He does it with these goons that he's hired that we know nothing about, that were apparently completely in on the plan.
Yeah. Dobby's just got goons.
Yeah, Dobby's got bitches.
And All for One wants to say he has no friends. But
Yeah,
he's got goons though.
they should have had Dobby fighting Mirio because then Dobby would have been immune to the "You've got no friends" line.
I mean, Shigaraki
Uh,
should be immune too, but we'll see what actually happens about that.
hey, if it brings up twice and if Shigaraki does some cool shit, I am absolutely fucking happy about that.
Yeah, I guess we'll see, right? I'm pretty sure that's what it's priming, but
Yeah. Um, so we got Kaminari Trader and B. I think I agree with that. I think Kaminari being the trader would have been one of the more interesting
yeah.
versions of that plot line. Yeah, because I don't know. I don't really feel Aoyama. I keep forgetting he was the trader.
Yeah, we were
Like,
that was basically my point is that like who really cares about Aoyama being the traitor, but at least a few people will care about Kaminari being the traitor.
yeah, yeah. Like Kaminari, I feel is just a character that needed something cool happen to
Hmm.
him because he's a lightning user and he has a cool design, and you know he's part of the Zero Brain Cell gang with Bakugo
Yeah.
and Kirishima. Um, whereas Aoyama, honest to God, didn't need that shit because who cares?
Yeah,
Who
Kaminari.
gives a shit?
We were talking about how Pineapple keeps tweeting about how Kaminari is like the lamest lightning user in Ani manga, and he keeps getting like packed for it. But he's right.
Uh,
He's
yeah,
right.
yeah. Um, speaking of pineapple, wow, there's a lot of his theories here.
Yeah, dude,
Quite a
he's.
few in F.
Wait, what more has he come up with besides like? Well, I don't know if he came up with DFO, but he's definitely its strongest soldier.
He's the strongest soldier. He came up with Dobby Phoenix. He came up with Deku's quirk was taken and Deku had decay.
He
He
did?
came up. Well, when I say came up, I mean
Yeah,
popularized
yeah,
because I
yeah.
cannot know. AFO gave Shigaraki decay is also on him. And I think that's that. I think
Damn.
that's that.
He's
Yeah.
really pumping him out, dude.
Dude, I love Pineapple. Collabed with him ages ago when we shat on season 4. And he's a great guy. I fucking hate his theories.
Yeah,
Every single time.
I talked to him in group chats. He's a funny ass dude, but god damn it, he really is DFO's strongest soldier.
The thing with his theories is two things annoy me. One, they always make sense, which is the worst
Yeah.
kind.
Yeah.
But the second one to me, they're always predicated on like, oh, it's good because this is how it is in comics, or this is how
Oh
like
my
this
god, man.
cross connections and cross reference in comics, and I'm like, dude, that's literally the worst medium in
Yeah.
existence.
True.
Like, I don't like. Wow, no, I
I'm
don't.
so
Like,
just to reiterate, I love Pineapple, okay? This is not Pineapple
yeah,
slander. I'm so tired of the fucking Star Wars comparisons with My Hero Academia, man. I'm so tired of it.
yeah,
Like
no, I like. Yeah, no, you go
I
ahead.
understand that Horikoshi loves Star Wars, but it doesn't mean that he has to copy and paste Star Wars as a story.
Like people tweet out that, oh, Hori went to the premiere of of The Force Awakens in
Mhm.
cosplay, and they take that as like prophetic, that his entire story will just be a Star Wars ripoff.
So
And it's
lame.
like no, maybe he just likes the names. Like I don't know, is
Yeah.
all of Hiroyuki Araki's work, is it just a ripoff of Snoop Dogg's Doggy Style album? Because there's a stand literally called Doggy Style. I don't know.
Tony says I wrote the pineapple twice on why DFO sucks when he asked and he aired me twice. Get owned, dude. Yeah, I remember that though.
That's what happens when you try to punch with the big boys.
Yeah. Well, I was in the group chat. Pineapple did ask, and then got the answer, and then it just aired, and it was so funny both times. Yeah, what do you think about AFO giving Tenko to K, by the way?
Garbage.
Really?
Below anything that gives AFO more agency in the plot is below F to me, because every time AFO becomes more important, the world becomes less interesting. Like
That's true.
I think MHA was and is at its best when its problems are systemic, when they are, a result of things that you cannot change by killing one dude,
Mm-hmm.
or that you can't retroactively blame on one guy. So all the ones where it's like, oh, AFO was behind it all along, I think, dude, just go read Bleach. Just go read fucking Aizen. And leave
Oh,
me
no.
alone with this shit.
The reason I have it in
Um,
C is kind of just for theories that I don't really like feel that strongly about, you know.
mhm.
I don't know. I feel like that AFO has already had so much involvement in Shigaraki's life that I wouldn't even feel it to be that much of an extrapolation for him to have given him decay. But I do understand like that point of, not wanting him to interfere more with things.
Well, yeah, and also I formed my opinions on a lot of these back when AFO was not the factor he is today.
That's true.
And now every time he does something, I feel vindicated, because yeah, the story gets worse every time he opens his fucking potato mouth. It's so bad. Like he's the worst. He's only funny because he looks like a potato.
I think AFO
Um
giving Tenko decay would work in a world where he didn't have to be in every single other plotline in the series. I mean, yeah, maybe.
yeah, like the thing is, right? I see the surface level appeal of it,
Yeah.
and I don't even disagree with it necessarily, because I do think it would make for like a cool twist on Tenko's strategy.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is that Quirks as a system already had such a strong identity. You know, this idea that you can just be born into a horrible situation, and the only thing that could save you is a social network, it's society, and it often doesn't. And I think that is infinitely more interesting and infinitely more conductive to an interesting story than, oh, the bad guy did it, you know.
Yeah.
So no, I get the appeal. Like I get the appeal of all of them, even Dad for One. I get the appeal, but the problem is, to me, it's the same appeal that something like Star Wars or the MCU has, where it's like, oh, gotcha. Actually, there's some shit that happened, and so
Yeah, young Tenko, he like looks at the camera, he's like, he's right behind me, isn't he? And it's All For One standing there.
That's just happened while Deka City is crumbling.
Hell yeah, that's Deku. That's Deku at the border of Deka. He's like, so that just happened as like the whole city decays, turns to dust.
Yeah, so what's Deku at Deka? I have no clue what that is about.
Deku at Deka is a theory that started. I don't think it was like a huge theory. It was a theory back when MVA was like releasing weekly, because there was a leaker who vaguely said that Deku was at the border, and it was referring to, you know how at the end of each chapter, in the magazine at least, there's like the little Deku and like the My Hero Academia thing that just says like, oh, so and so next chapter or whatever. So all they said was Deku at the border, and everyone took that to mean that Deku was at the border of Deka City during MVA.
Oh, okay. What the fuck? There's the thing is, you would not believe how many there are of like theories that sprung up simply because people are too fucking dumb to wait an extra day. Remember Toga rape?
What?
Remember when the chapter for Sadman's Parade came out, and one of the panels has like the Twice's, Chikazoku's Twice's, like trying to break her neck, and they're sort of holding her up, and the leaker said that, oh, it looks like she's getting raped by Twice clones.
That's insane.
And people ran with it. And I remember I like talked to someone, the way you talk online with someone about it, where they were like, I can't believe Hori did this. I'm like, I can't believe he brought up rape. And I'm like, it's definitely not rape. You're
Dude,
overreacting to leaks.
that same
And
thing. Oh my god.
and I remember the reply I got to that was, "Okay, stop being an asshole and talking to me about rape." And I'm like, "Are you fucking stupid?"
Dude, that same thing happened with Midnight in the War arc.
Yep, happened again because My Hero fans are sexually repressed and they
Yeah.
really want their story to be sexual when
Why do
it
they want to talk about it
oftentimes
so
isn't.
bad? Like, chill out.
Yeah, like, guys, it's a weekly Shonen Jump series. It's not gonna suddenly fucking talk about that.
Yeah, that is fucking crazy. Actually, I didn't know that happened.
Yeah, no, I was there. I'm seeing someone in the chat saying I was an OG. Me too.
You were on the front lines. You guys were out there.
Dude, I was on the front lines during joint training.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Dude, I had to defend that garbage 6 quirks nonsense the week it dropped. It was dire. It was extremely dire.
That was an unfortunate plot point because I think for a while it actually was working out for a while.
Yeah. I mean, I think pretty much up until the war happened and Hori hadn't bothered to explain or do anything with the quirks, and suddenly he just had them. Up until that point, it was fine. Like, Black Whip was cool until we realized, oh no, we're not gonna see literally anything done with this outside of it being useful.
And he learned it. Like... He learned it in like a week, dude. It's so sad.
Yeah. No, I recorded another review with Ian on like license exam, and he brought up a good point that when Deku says that he's gonna learn shoot style, you have him in a lot of scenes like training, like training his legs. But with Black Whip, he goes to Endeavor and they specifically tell him, hey, look, you have to do this and this. But every time he's like shown doing anything, he's just eating a sandwich and running. And so like, okay.
Yeah, that's Endeavor Agency in a nutshell, unfortunately.
Yeah. Getten is a Himura. That one I remember, and I mean, it's kind of stupid, but at the same time, why not? I remember when people thought Getten was Todoroki's sister.
Oh yeah, when everyone thought he was a girl.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, even when the hood came off, it wasn't exactly clear. But yeah, Getten is a Himura. It's kind of whatever. If you make him a Himura, who cares? It's Getten.
Yeah,
cool, I guess.
My thing with that is just I'm kind of tired of like the familial relation aspect of the story. I don't think we need any more of that. Somebody in chat did bring up an interesting point though about how it could be kind of cool for like MHA world building and like kind of like almost family politics, which could be interesting. But I don't think Hori would do that either.
Well, definitely not anymore.
Yeah, not current Hori.
Not current Hori. He just does not have the dog in him anymore. Crimson Riot is Gigantomachia. I unironically believe this. Because there's only one other candidate, which is that one bodyguard we see in a flashback. And I feel like this would be cool. And so far, there's no reason not to believe it, so whatever.
No, people in chat were saying that like this is already disproven, and I was like, I don't think that's true. Like, I think they said that Gigantomachia's original quirk is already known. Is that true? I don't think so.
Yes, his original quirk is known, and if I remember correctly, it's Endurance. However, that does not disprove it because we don't know Crimson Riot's quirk.
That's true.
We know it had something, it was manly, and I don't know, Endurance works, I guess. I mean, someone in chat will definitely correct me. I think Gigantomachia's original quirk is Endurance. No, I think honestly the bigger way to disprove it would be to simply point, as I said, at the bodyguard that we see in the AFO flashback. Because that one does very much act like Gigantomachia. He's referred to as the bodyguard. Gigantomachia is the bodyguard. And he's obviously not Crimson Riot. But I don't know. I think this would be cool in sort of a like neat little Easter egg way. I don't even need it to be like a big plot point. It's kind of like to me how the flying Nomu that kidnaps Deku is like one of Bakugo's childhood friends. Like it doesn't make a difference in the grand scheme of things. It's cool. Like it's nice. Or like how Miyagi, the news anchor, cut off his own horn to show the screen behind him, which is stupid, but also whatever, it's cool. Or actually the funniest thing, and I don't know if you know this, Detnerat was currently during MVA going through a massive lawsuit because they plagiarize American support items and sell them for cheap.
Yeah, I heard about that.
That one's funny as hell. Midoriya unintentional traitor. Now that would have been actually really good. I remember that.
Yeah, I got red pill on this one. I
Mm-hmm.
initially just didn't understand how it would work, but I think it could be interesting. Oh, here we come. Here comes Toini. I disagree, Ocean. I feel like Kirishima fighting his own idol would lead to some real good character growth, even for Mina too, if Hori chooses to explore it.
Okay, but you're literally Toini, so disproven.
Fuck.
Overruled.
Jesus.
Overruled.
Somebody.
Tony still has the honor of being the only person whom I think we brought you up on stream multiple times to like because you kept clipping us. So this is what you get, Tony.
Yeah.
Kept clipping me saying MHA is garbage, but and then cutting out the but.
Oh. Oh, jeez. You're getting clipped out of context. You really made it in the podcast world.
Dude, fucking the arc that broke MHA. Oh my god, how does that even work? Like the sales are still good. Like,
That's
people
so
have been taking
funny.
me out of context for fucking years at this point. Bubba, I wouldn't let that happen to me.
Bubba lets that happen to him every single day of his life. So just disregard that message.
That's okay. I don't know who any of these people are. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I see some of your display names around, and I appreciate all of you. But honest to God, I see so many usernames per day. I have to live with the fact that fucking Herculean cum dumpster calls me a twat on YouTube because I don't like MHA anymore. So you know.
Ocean, it was nothing personal. I just wanted likes and retweets.
That's fine. No, that's fine.
Hey, that's a perfectly valid reason. I respect it. You come
absolutely.
clean. You don't try to justify it. That's perfect for me. I respect it.
Yeah, no. We are all clout chasers after all.
No, yeah, I remember people were fucking just absolutely shitting on SNC back then. During the heat of the MHA downfall.
Yeah, well, I mean, they still are sometimes, but at this point, it's sort of like we're almost 100 episodes in. Why the fuck are you still tuning into an SNC?
Yeah.
When we actually managed to make it, we've gotten so bad with like the schedule.
A guy just took a screenshot of the video and talked shit about it and just admitted he never watched it. Yeah, I literally remember that post about your video about the arc that broke MHA. That was a free block list for me. I blocked so many people that failed the IQ test because like none of them watched the video and they were all just mad about the title.
Yeah, I mean that's why I chose that title, because why? Because the thing is, people will counter that shit with like, oh, you should be more transparent in the title, and it's like, buddy, do you want my title to sound like a fucking master's paper? Like, are you? Because even if I did that, I'd be the dumbest person alive because that shit doesn't pull views.
Why are y'all subbing Jay? Who's Jay? Oh, Jay. Yeah, that's right. Never mind. Well, I'm not subbing Jay because I talked to Jay directly about it. I told him he was stupid for taking the title out of context. So that's not subbing.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, no direct hate to anyone because I cannot remember who it is. So if the shoe fits for you, then I guess feel offended. I don't know. Like it's fucking 10:30 p.m. here. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, I haven't said any direct names because I don't remember them either. Like I just remember that I blocked a lot of them. That's it. No, it wasn't Jay. There was another person that I didn't follow that said it.
Okay.
Jay was just caught in the unfortunate
in the crossfire.
Yeah, he was caught in my crosshair because I follow him and I saw that dumbass tweet while I was at work.
Deku had decay, garbage.
Yes.
Terrible dog shit.
Terrible dog
Deku's
shit.
quirk was taken, dog shit. Eri rewinds All Might. Dog shit doesn't make sense. Plus, you're white. And then we got. And young Chisaki in AFO quirk facility. Is that the whole thing that he was one of the orphans taken in by AFO?
Yeah, because it was like all the decorations in the room matched exactly to a panel in the Dabi backstory.
I don't know. Who cares? To me, that's one of those like things. It doesn't add anything. Overhaul's gone. Over and done.
I think it sucks just because, again, we don't need AFO and more plot lines. I'm sure everyone agrees with that. And, like, I don't know. It just ruins what little Overhaul has left going for him, you know?
I guess, yeah. I remember actually. Oh my god, this is a deep cut. Do you remember, or were you even around for when people were convinced that Eri was All for One's granddaughter and Chisaki was All for One's son?
What?
Because this was before the Jump app existed, and all we had was fan translations, and the fan translator group at the time was real bad.
Yeah.
And so when Chisaki's talking about how her grandfather is sort of someone he owes a lot to, and that he doesn't have any children, it got mistranslated to the point where it seemed to imply that All for One was his dad, and All for One was the grandfather of Eri. So yeah, that's a real thing people believed for years. Well, years. For as long as the overhaul arc existed and the Shonen Jump app didn't exist yet. Like,
Damn.
it was crazy finding that shit.
No, I didn't really get involved in the MHA fandom until right near the tail end of Endeavor Agency. So I had like a Viz subscription, so I was safe.
Yeah, okay. No, we had to read those fucking fan scans because I mean, I live in a non-canon country.
Yeah.
So we wouldn't get anything. God, like, what was it called? Like the midnight screamers, midnight cry, something with night, or no, fallen angel scans. I remember, and they were rough. They were rough. But yeah.
Remember when Toxic Chainsaw gave All Might his injury? I heard about this one though.
Yeah. Oh my. That was a single guy.
Yeah.
That was not like that was a single person who was unfortunate to have parents that threw him against the wall competitively headfirst as a child. Like,
God damn.
Like, what do you even say to that? Like, it'll read. It's on the page. So I think we can. I mean, unless I'm sorry that I've just come in and just talk shit about your tier list.
No, it's fine.
Do you want me to help? Do you want me to help with like the rest?
Yeah, sure, man.
All right.
Remember when that recent AFO chapter dropped and everyone was like Aries' grandma with the woman with the horns? Yes, I do remember that. And it's funny because the woman didn't have horns. It was just AFO's armpit. I'm positive.
What?
Like, I'm positive
that?
That's what that is. Hang on, let me pull up the chapter.
Okay, I pull up.
Yeah, let me pull up real quick. I don't remember what chapter this was. How am I supposed to remember these fucking chapters, dude?
I don't know. They all feel the same anyway.
Exactly. I can't find. I'm not very good at finding chapters. Oh, I found it. I found it already. That was quick. Okay. So there's this little point right here that looks like where my cursor is. It looks like a horn, but this is literally just the gap between AFO's body and his arm. This is just the background.
Oh.
They thought that was like an airy horn.
Well, there's another guy behind him that has a horn, though.
Wait.
If you look at.
There literally is somebody with a horn. Why didn't they point at this guy?
That's Aries' dad, clearly.
There we go. Aries' dad has been found.
Dude, that's crazy.
What's crazy is I didn't even notice the guy back here, and everyone was talking about her.
Well, MHA fans don't see a lot of women in real life, so they fixate on them in fiction.
That's true. As soon as there's a woman on screen, they already have like a daily account on Twitter, where they'll post panels of them daily.
I mean, to be fair, Hori is good at encouraging that shit. Like, fucking
That's true.
Regular woman, the fucking ginormous fox lady.
Look,
yeah, Hori.
Alright, that was a very particular one. Okay, he was very, very horny about that one in particular.
You know what? I will not slander him for that. That one's really good. So, what are we ranking?
All right, so the Gran Torino is Kotaro's father thing. I honestly don't mind this one. Like, I know I say that I'm tired of relation ones, but I don't feel like this one's that big of a deal. Like, I feel like this one's kind of fun. I don't know.
I'm biased. I helped make that theory, so
I'll put it in B. I've always thought it was kind of cool to like give Nana and Gran Torino like a little bit more stuff.
Yeah, because the thing is, it just has a lot of stuff going for it that I find cool if it were confirmed. Like the fact that Nana gets to call him by his first name.
Yeah.
And that they have that really not friendship like embrace.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's whatever. It's kind of one of those things to me where it's if it is real, it's cool. If it isn't, it isn't. Who cares?
I feel like this will be something that's like never explicitly touched upon, and I'm okay with that. I feel like just having like these little clues it's fun. I think it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, it adds to the longevity of the series as well.
Yeah.
Like, you can think about it. Once MHA ends, you can still be like, so was Gran Torino Kotaro's dad? And the answer is, stop talking about MHA. It's over.
Well, was he clapping? Which would be, see, that's the hardest part of the theory to believe. All right, is that Gran Torino got with Nana in the first place? But you know.
You know what? You're out in the field. You're fighting. You're sweating. You're dirty. You gotta share the shower because it doesn't pay well. You know, I can believe it.
God, remember how Hori went 2 or 3 weeks drawing Fox Lady and Nagant in different poses? Yes, he was. There was a certain month where Hori was. He was starving.
Yeah, my man. He just needs to settle down and get like, you know, get with someone. Like my man's what? 32.
Yeah.
It's time. Stop drawing fox ladies on Twitter. Go get a girlfriend.
Oh, I've seen this theory actually. The newest theory is that Bakugo has embers of One for All and he will use them next chapter based on his eyes on the last page. That's definitely not what's happening, and that's terrible theory. But I've seen it. I know that that's being said.
That's a great theory for people who don't like to read.
That's a great theory for people who don't like My Hero Academia.
Yeah, no, that's a great theory for people who slept through Heroes Rising and woke up in the last 10 minutes and thought, yo, that's cool.
Hey, that's what I did, alright? I slept through that entire film, so boring, and then the last 10 minutes I was like, alright, that was kind of cool, I guess, but it was kind of... it was dumb.
What is your waifu, Oceans? You.
Oh, shit. You, the viewer.
You, the viewer.
Torino is still alive. Yeah, don't remind me, alright? Don't remind me that he's still alive. Dobby Phoenix theory. Okay, so there are 2 interpretations of the Dobby Phoenix theory, okay? There's the metaphorical Phoenix one that I fuck with, and then there's like the literal one that is, I don't know. I guess it's kind of goofy.
In that he will like fall to ashes and revive himself.
Yeah, like literally do that.
That like who like All for One gave him a special quirk for that, or that he always had that?
That he always had it. Yeah, that's his real quirk.
You see, I don't know if I like this, but I do think before the series ends, we do need that moment where it's sort of like, oh my god, my quirk was this actually all along.
Yeah.
Because they set that up. We kind of get it with Toga, I guess, with her quirk awakening. But I feel like we need it to be a little more specific, where it's like, oh my god, I didn't know I could flex my ass muscle.
I know, I know exactly what you're talking about, though. It's that scene pretty early on when All Might is like, I think it was All Might, he was talking about how you can... A few times, I think, right? You get like a few chances to re-register.
Yes.
I mean, I guess I wonder if that is why Hori is just like not explaining how. Like how did Dobby survive the state he was in? It couldn't just be All for One, right? That would just be. Although I guess we do have Central Hospital technology in this world, right? So.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, someone burns alive. They don't stay alive for very long.
Yeah.
You know, let alone smoke inhalation. Losing... Like, do you know how much skin you have to lose before it becomes fatal?
No, I don't actually.
Trace, like, a rectangle from your wrist to your elbow. Once you lose that much skin, you need a transfusion.
Holy shit, that's crazy, actually.
Yeah, so someone burning their entire skin and just being fine and just... You know, he's tuckered out. He has to go rest. That's a big stretch, but I mean, it's MHA, right? It's fine. But it's still it's a little goofy. But metaphorically, if Dobby does have something that brings him back to life, that's fine. Simply because I need him to fight Endeavor, I will not accept that his final fight was with Shoto. I don't like that.
I think the metaphorical Phoenix theory is really cool. How it's just like. It was something to do with how Dobby is kind of wearing, like, a Buddhist ceremonial garb about, like, resurrection and shit like that. And how, he metaphorically, you know, rose from the ashes as Dobby. And that maybe he's gonna do it again or some shit. I don't know how I feel about the literal one, but I do agree in that he does need to come back. And if he goes out like that, then that's terrible. But I'm pretty sure there's gotta be more to it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, like, I mean, Now that Taguchi's gone, and we do seem to be settling into a bit of a slower pace, maybe, who knows? Like I don't wanna go after Taguchi too hard because we
Yeah.
simply don't know.
Yeah.
But okay,
Yeah.
so where are we putting Dobby Phoenix?
Maybe a C, maybe. Maybe it's just a
Yeah, I
solid
think
C.
yeah, I think C is fine.
Yeah. All right.
Dobby's going to change his name again. Hello, my name is Mike Todoroki.
Hell yeah. That'd be awesome. All right. This one's just stupid. Monoma related to All for One.
That's a dartboard theory. You just threw a dart and you hoped it landed on something cool. I mean, look, does Monoma need more cool shit? Sure, why not? But that's stupid.
I think it's funny.
Although,
What was it? The Heroes Fest or the Jump Fest thing, where Horikoshi was talking about like Shinso and Sero and stuff are all gonna get these cool moments, right? And people are still waiting for those moments, and I'm like, bro, that shit's already come and gone. Monoma opened the portals, and he's doing Erasure. He's done. Shinso came, had a contrived quirk evolution. I'm pretty sure he's done. Like, I think that's it.
yeah.
I think Monoma's done too. There's nothing up Hori's sleeve anymore for this character.
Yeah, you gotta realize that Hori's definition of a big moment is a little different from what you might
Yeah.
expect, because also, Ochako being a beacon of light for the cast was, I'm 100% sure, was just her screaming from the rooftops.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Which cool moment, but come on, Hori, that's
Yeah.
overselling it a little.
Yeah.
But I mean that's the whole thing with like Japanese marketing as well. You know, like stay awake for this crazy event where we will announce my hero news, and it's a themed cafe in Shinjuku.
Yeah, that happened to
know.
me last night, actually. I was watching the ReZero stream where they announced stuff, and they announced, like, a new bucket hat, and then they were like, alright, that's about it, see you guys later, and I was like, okay.
Dude, I was fiending for Monster Hunter news
Yeah.
the other day from San Diego Comic-Con, and they showed 20 seconds of a monster we already know is coming.
Dude, let's go.
I fell to my knees. Fell to my fucking knees.
Let's go.
What's Deku's MVA?
That's, that villain hunt was gonna be an arc just like MVA, but for Deku. How it was for Shigaraki.
Well, I mean, that is accurate because Shigaraki destroyed Deika City and Villain Hunt destroyed Deku's character. So
I knew
it's actually not that
I knew exactly where you were going with that one as soon as
I
you
mean
started.
that was low hanging fruit. I'm sorry, it's
Yeah.
late.
Man.
But no, Villain Hunt is Deku's license exam times 3.
Yeah. Somebody asks, is Monster Hunter good? And the answer is yes. Play Monster Hunter. As soon as the stream ends, go buy Monster Hunter on Steam and play it right after that.
Yeah, Monster Hunter is great. Don't worry, you will buy it and you will hate it the first time. Give it a month, try it again, and then it'll be the only thing you ever play. That's everyone's story with Monster Hunter.
That's true.
Everyone bounces off it at least once, and then they come back and it becomes an obsession.
Villain Hunt is Deku's Man of Steel? I don't know what that means. I haven't watched Man of Steel or read it. What does that mean?
I can't move.
I'm still waiting for Deku to develop. Bro, it's the end of the manga. You gotta move past it.
The Villain Hunt is Deku's godfather. That's gonna be my next video title.
Oh god. Hey, you said you're done with anime stuff for now, though, right? Is that still true?
Kinda. Like, I've been feeling trying to do something with Jujutsu Kaisen again, just because I watched like an MMV for it that was crazy good, and I was like, oh, maybe I do like anime. But yeah, I was trying to make that stand video, and I realized, wow, this is a whole lot of effort, and I don't feel like actually doing this.
You're just working on it, and you're like, damn, I wish I could feel things again.
I spent an entire day scripting, and I was like, wow, I'm done with 1/5 of the stands.
Shit.
I hate this. But that's just the reality of video making, especially now with like the YouTube meta where everyone wants like big videos, long videos that feel like events, and I do too. I love making those.
Same.
But locking yourself into a 1 hour video that you don't like making That's not gonna be well. But yeah, like maybe I'll do another MHA video when it's over.
Oh damn,
Just as
that's a long
yeah, I mean,
time.
is it though?
I mean, I don't think it's gonna be over by like season 6 at least. I think, including all the breaks that Hori's been taking, I think we definitely go into at least Q1 of 2023.
Yeah, I think 2022 isn't realistic anymore.
Yeah.
My bet is it's gonna end right around the 9th anniversary. So this time next year, maybe a little earlier. Actually, okay, fine. Let's make actually a really specific prediction. April 2023 is what I'm feeling.
Yeah. Yeah, I can agree with that. So we're gonna get clipped now, and then when it doesn't end in April, we're gonna be like, haha, these people think that MHA is gonna end so early, haha. I have a few of those posts bookmarked.
It's gonna end earlier than it should.
Yeah.
But that ship has sailed.
Yeah, that's like that's always been the case since the ending announcement.
Yeah, I mean, oh my god, I can't believe there's still people who are like, oh, the ending is clearly a marketing ploy. Like, are you high?
Yeah.
Like brother.
No. I mean,
brother, your eyes are red.
You're right. The copium tank is about to empty.
Yeah.
Okay, so Deku's MVA, great theory. It didn't happen though.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't know what to say about this theory because it's cool. It would have been cool if it happened. It categorically didn't.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Do we shit on theories because they were cool but didn't come true?
I mean, that's what the Hawks and Dobby theory is, right? And I got that in S tier.
That's also true. That's also true.
Like,
just let me cope, Ocean Man. You're allowed to cope. I'm not your dad.
Yeah, come on, man. You can cope however much you want, as long as you keep it to yourself.
We're going to have My Hero Shippuden. You're going to have my foot up your ass. Don't you love it when you invite someone to your stream and all he does is threaten your audience?
Hey, man. We got the same audience at this point, right? You can do whatever you want.
Fair enough, I guess.
Yeah. So Danger Sense Insanity was one that actually I was hoping for. It was one that I was posting about because I thought the idea of Deku waking up in the hospital and Danger Sense was going fucking insane because he doesn't know how to control it, and in the war arc it was hurting his head every time it activated. But then he woke up and then it stopped. And then it was just fine.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of those things that sounds really cool until you remember that it's MHA, where it just kind of wouldn't really dedicate too much time on that.
Yeah.
Like, at least, especially with the power of hindsight, I could not in 100 years believe Hori would actually go down that route. At his current state.
Yeah.
As an idea, I love it. I really do think. I really do think, especially the quirks needed more unique quirks to them. And Danger Sense is the most obvious one for that, where it's sort of like the hostility and everything is going to overtake him or whatever. I mean, he would wake up post-war. There'd be a lot of shit.
Yeah, exactly.
That could set him off.
I feel like there was a lot of potential, and I feel like at the time, I don't know if because I haven't reread everything in a while, but I feel like at the time it was kind of foreshadowed that these quirks were going out of control because of how much One For All is stockpiled. So like, I was expecting him to wake up and for one of them to go out of control, and it would be Danger Sense because you can't turn it off, and it was hurting his head in the war arc. It was giving him like splitting headaches, and it just, I don't know. I feel like Danger Sense was almost just a mistake at this point.
I feel like most of the quirks were just fun power-ups that Hori did not. He didn't feel like actually doing anything with them because fucking smoke screen. What the fuck is that?
That was used for a gaunt fight, and that was it.
Yeah. Honestly, also Fajin is just. I like Fajin on the surface, but in practice, it's just a lazy way to get 100%.
Yeah, it's literally just a band-aid because Horikoshi is wrapping up the series so quickly. I really don't like Fajin as a... Like, I think as a quirk, it's pretty cool, but, like, as a concept of what Fajin is, I think it sucks.
Have you, are you excited for when the second user's quirk is revealed to be speed-related? And so with that, and Fajin, he can use 100% one for all without using 100% one for all. That'll
Yeah.
be cool. That'll be so earned.
What do
And
you
so,
what do you think the second quirk is?
I'm thinking some sort of propulsion laser, which is the
Mm-hmm.
safe answer.
Mm-hmm.
That he can shoot like some sort of beam that has offensive ability, but its real power is in propulsion. Because that way he's going to be copying Bakugo's movement.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be able to be faster than before, and he's going to be able to, using all his quirks, fight at the level we saw with Infinite 100% approximately. And it's lame. I've always said from the very first day this twist happened, I needed one of these quirks to be virtually pointless.
Yeah.
Like, not even to the point of smokescreen. I needed a quirk to be like, you're diabetic now. Congrats.
Do you remember when like the quirks got quote unquote leaked and one of them was like plant manipulation?
Oh, dude, that was wonderful. It goes to show, like, people believe fucking anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the whole oh yeah, what was Nana's quirk in that? Like my soul reading or some shit.
I don't remember all of them. I just remember plant manipulation because I remember thinking about that one a lot and I was like, I mean, all right, I guess.
Yeah. No, I remember there was one in that list that was sort of like seeing into a person's heart or something, some shit like that. And the problem is, I wouldn't even nowadays. I might even believe it.
Watch as smokescreen is the key to defeating Shigaraki. Shigaraki dies to smoke inhalation.
Dude,
That'd
that's
be
oh my
raw.
god. That's why Dobby didn't die of smoke inhalation, because that was a clever nod to how the smoke inhalation death would be safe for Shigaraki. Hori
Parallels,
is cooking,
dude.
man.
The parallel king.
Hori is cooking, dude.
I think
crazy.
Horikoshi has made me like allergic to parallels. Like I hear about parallels in a different story and like a shiver goes down my spine.
The problem is he started abusing them once he realized that they were easy chills.
Yeah, hey, it worked,
Uh,
man. It worked. The
It did.
volume sales were massive.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, the biggest offender for parallels though is Heroes Rising,
Oh,
because that one uses up so many parallels the series had been saving. And it doesn't like it doesn't earn any of them. It's so funny.
Hori is
Like,
cooking and baking. Cooking, it should not be a word that can be used for My Hero Academia anymore. Hori has lost the food handler's license at this point.
Hori's pot is boiling over. Meanwhile, he's watching his 7th run of Star Wars. His house is soon to be on fire. My brother in Allah, please.
He's taking notes every time he watches Star Wars. He takes down a new note for the future.
Yeah, but all of them just say, I am your father.
Heroes Rising Parallels because it was the OG ending. Yeah, that one should have stayed in the drafts, okay? That one should never have seen the light of day.
Yeah, I mean, if you give a community theater production $1 billion budget, it's still a shitty community theater production. Like,
Man. Honestly,
throwing money at something doesn't make it good.
I say that I think MHA's ending will be just fine. Like, I think it'll be okay.
Oh,
But now that sometimes I think back to that Heroes Rising was his original ending, and sometimes I think, will it be? I don't know. At least he knew to scrap it, let's put it that way.
It'll be serviceable.
Yeah.
Like, it'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Like, here's what I'm thinking is gonna happen. They're gonna beat whoever is the final villain. All for one, Shigaraki, doesn't matter.
Uh-huh.
And there's going to be, your montage of the world healing, and maybe we'll get an epilogue chapter,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll be the most cookie cutter, fucking uninteresting but functional shonen ending imaginable.
Yeah,
It's gonna be.
the Deku and Ochako marriage panel.
We're not even gonna get them married. They're just gonna be adults conspicuously walking together on the street. But
Oh my god, you're right. Oh,
You can't
fuck.
confirm it because confirming things is for good writers. And also, if you confirm that your MC fucked, that makes him unrelatable to 90% of the audience. So
That's true. That's pretty true.
okay, you can actually you can add a theory to the tier list.
Yeah.
Romance arc,
Oh my god.
romance
I forgot.
and sexual awakening arc.
Sexual awakening.
S tier. I needed these kids to fuck. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, it's unrealistic, but they needed to fuck. They're teenagers. I remember I brought that up once, and a guy was like, in my replies, what kind of sicko thinks people under the age of 20 have sex?
What?
And I'm like, are you from the 1800s?
Nah, dude, they were fucking in the 1800s too, man. They were going crazy back then. They were fucking even more.
Yeah, like I remember that one was like met when I first talked about it was met with like the weirdest Puritan backlash. It was sort of like they're teenagers, they're not having sex. And it's like, no, they're teenagers. They're definitely gonna try.
Yeah.
Actually, here's another theory. Oh god, here's another theory, and I don't think you know about this. Momo miscarriage.
Excuse me. What did you just say to me? Wait. You wanna run
So-
that one? You wanna run that one by me real quick?
Remember how Momo's quirk is originally described, especially in the fan translations, as being able to produce anything but a living organism or
Okay.
anything living.
Yeah.
So the theory was that that quirk affects her ability to give birth. So she would only ever be able to give birth to a stillbirth.
You are blowing chat's mind right now.
You wanna know what's even better?
What?
I came up with that one
No
in
fucking
2017
way.
when
Did
I
you
first watched it.
come up with
Yes.
that shit, Ocean Man?
That was me on my first watch.
That one should have stayed
That
in the
was-
drafts, bro. That's crazy. That's
Hey,
crazy.
Look, the original bad subs and bad translations really made, because they didn't say that her quirk cannot produce a living thing.
Yeah.
They said her body cannot produce a living thing. So that was one of those things that, like, looking back on it, wow, that was fucking insane.
That is insane,
Anyway.
dude. Oh my god.
Yeah, and people ran with it even after I sort of abandoned it. Because it was something I like talked to people in group chats about, and then a year later I see it on like a Tumblr post, and I'm like, wow, okay.
And you're like, my bad, my fault.
My bad.
The Avengers would have never gotten that one out of me, says Tweenie.
Dude, who cares? I literally reopened the stream for Momo miscarriage.
Alright, that one goes in S tier. No, I'm just kidding. That one's Look, okay, back
Yeah.
then with the information you had, no, I don't even know if I could still say you were cooking with that one. That was, oh god.
No, I mean that was definitely not cooking, but you gotta realize, like, as I said, those Fallen Angel scans, they
Yeah.
were absolutely atrocious. They were beyond bad. And you need to remember that's how the entire overhaul arc was made available in the English fandom.
Yeah.
And that is why the whole like Infinite 100% especially was something that people just did not understand for a whole while. And so, you know, we just did our thing.
Yeah, you
Like,
tried your best.
I told you, I was there during the OG era.
Mhm.
You have it nice today with like you know, the official translators and fucking Caleb. We back then we waited for those chapters translated by a guy who probably hadn't left his bedroom in like a decade.
Hey man, Caleb's been getting a lot of slander recently.
Yes, by people who are not worth my time. Except Pineapple. I love Pineapple, and he has beef with Caleb, which I
He
kind
does
of
have
get-
beef with Caleb, yeah.
I kind of get it, but also at the same time it's sort of like
That's personal beef. We don't get involved in that one.
yeah, exactly.
This
But
line, this line in this chapter this week, where is it? Where he says, Bakugo is nothing more than Izuku Midoriya's hanger on a minnow in One for All's wake. That is crazy. That is a fucking dude. Caleb was in the studio. I have never heard the phrase hanger on a minnow in my entire life.
Yeah, and you know, that's a good point. That's why a lot of translation discourse from layman means very little, because the thing is, people think all you need to translate Japanese to English is to be
100% accurate.
good at Japanese.
Yeah.
Well, no, you just need to be good at Japanese, and the actual real answer is no.
Yeah.
You need to also be good at English.
Yeah.
And that's where a lot of fan translations fail, where they are accurate, but they don't fucking understand how English works as a language on a fundamental level. And so you get these non-sentences, especially in like the fan translations that are happening these days. You get these sentences that simply do not make sense on a basic structural level. And like, yeah, sure, Bakugo referencing the Grand Slam is fucking stupid. But honestly, I'll take that any day over him saying fuck 17 times.
Oh my god,
one
those were
sentence.
so funny, man. I've seen some of those.
I'd seen some of those, and my favorite bit is when people buy the MHA manga on Amazon and leave reviews saying, "I can't believe they're selling the censored version."
Yeah, I remember that. No, I remember that. That was fucking my tweet that I remember you core retweeted back when I was new to
Oh
Twitter.
yeah,
Yeah, I posted about
excellent.
that. Yeah, I saw like a review on Amazon for a volume, and someone was like, "I can't believe how heavily they censored Bakugo," and I was like, "This is insane to me. This is like a crazy ass review. The
Well, that's
damage
the
that fan
same.
scans have done."
Well, I mean, it's the same as when that one family tried to boycott the English release, no, the French release of JoJo, because they were an American family and they bought like all of part 4
Mhm.
in French, and then they wanted to sue Wiz because, or not Wiz, whatever the company is, Kaze,
Mhm.
because they were like, oh, but these are in French. It's like, my guy, can you read like literally the fucking description on the page?
No.
It's like, my guy, you didn't buy JoJo Volume 5, you bought JoJo Tome 5. Like, like literally in French, a volume is called a tome, a tome. You should know that that's not what it's called in English. So, as you can tell, I have a lot of these fucking anecdotes stuck in my
Yeah.
head because I I am cursed with remembering shit that pisses me off. I will forget my wedding day, but I will always remember the guy who thought Toxic Chainsaw destroyed
Oh
All Might.
man. Hey man, you never know, dude. What if it gets confirmed next chapter?
Um, I don't know. I guess I will go out and beat up the first person I see.
No,
You know?
yeah, there is. I imagine it's not just the MHA fandom, but I'm only in this one. There's a lot of hostility towards localizers. Actually, no, I've definitely seen it outside of the fandom recently, with hostility towards like localizers.
Well, it comes down to the fact that people feel entitled to having this shit for free
Mm-hmm.
and at a rate that is unrealistic. Because at the end of the day, people kind of got spoiled by fan translations for years because
Mm-hmm.
essentially you had people doing it out of passion. But you know, you had quality concerns, you had legal concerns. It's not something realistic. And the problem is that the anime community and the manga community is made up of fucking children who can't understand that, hey, look, the Shonen Jump app literally gives you access to these chapters
Mm-hmm.
before the Japanese people get access to them,
Mm-hmm.
with a few exceptions. Um, and it's $2. It's literally the best deal
It's
you could
so
ever
cheap,
ask
dude.
for. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, if someone thinks that the Shonen Jump app is not a good deal, they were never going to pay for manga in the first place.
Exactly.
Their standard for this is a good release would be this is free,
Yeah.
which
Like
it's just never going to be.
$2, you can read 100 chapters of anything a day. That is actually
Yeah,
fucking crazy. Like, yeah, you don't get the volume extras, which sometimes, well, actually, it's not the volume extras that are kind of that I feel like are lacking. It's like sometimes the corrections for pages kind of suck to miss out on sometimes. But like, that's
they
still a really fucking good deal.
yeah, they do amend the big ones. Like they changed Dynamite
Yeah,
on the app as well.
yeah.
And also, like, yeah, they're gonna withhold the volume extras because they
Hmm.
want to sell you the
Hmm.
volumes.
Oh, and like someone in chat said, it's free if you're caught up to the manga. That's true. You get
Yeah,
the last 3 chapters are free.
yeah,
It's an
and
insane deal.
yeah, and like I don't want to shame anyone if they genuinely live in a situation where the app is not available in their country,
Yes, yes.
and maybe they don't have access to a credit card, they don't have
Hmm.
access to, um,
Yeah, maybe they're just young, you know.
yeah, maybe they're just young, and it's like whatever, do what you gotta do.
Hmm.
My problem is when people try to pretend it's like a moral high ground thing, where it's
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm supporting the manga the right way because I'm not giving money to these shitty localizers, and it's like, okay, congrats, you're not giving money to the manga at all.
Yeah.
Like, if you like that, okay, that's the this is where we go from this is annoying to this actually genuinely pisses me off.
Hmm.
Um, People who center their personality around a series, but they just throw out the leaks day one when they come out.
Hmm.
They don't support the official manga through the app. They don't buy the volumes. They watch all the anime episodes on like fucking pirate sites. And it's
Yeah.
like, dude, how are you supposedly such a mega fan,
Hmm.
but you can't even be fucked to do the minimum in
Yeah.
giving back? Like, it's not even a gatekeeping thing. It's just I don't understand how you can be so like identify yourself with something so
Mhm.
much, but then get vicious at the notion that maybe you should actually give back to something. Like I
Yeah.
buy volumes of every show of everything I make a video on,
Mhm.
because it I love these series. I love My Hero. I love Attack on Titan, or loved Attack on Titan. I love Monster Hunter. Like
Mhm.
I give them money because I want them to
Yeah.
realize, hey, make more of it.
Like, yeah, I want to
Um,
point out, HD in chat says he owns 30 volumes of MHA, but he can't be bothered to get that subscription. You have done more than 99% of MHA Twitter already by owning even one volume,
Absolutely.
let alone 30.
Absolutely. Fucking read the leaks every Thursday. I don't care if you have those volumes. Go right ahead. Like,
Yeah.
and I mean, honestly, again, if you don't have the volumes, read the leaks anyway. I'm not your dad, but
Yeah.
it just pisses me off when people insinuate that they are doing it right and people who are going to the official route are doing it wrong. And this sort of attaches to the localizer hate, where people are
Mhm.
so like toxic towards the localizer, and it's like you do realize that if we didn't have it through them, we wouldn't have it at all legally.
Mhm.
And then our region would not be, you know, part of the revenue for this series. Thus, we would literally be unable to properly support it. Like
Yeah.
people say shit like, "Oh, One Piece was trending on Thursday. We really showed them how much we support it." And it's like, you fucking retweeted stolen pictures. Like,
Yeah.
what are you talking about? Um,
Um, People on Twitter talk about my series and then don't own a single piece of it. True.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like no, it's frustrating because at the end of the day, you got to realize that this is not like a niche where you're talking to people who have any concept of transaction,
Mhm.
because a lot of them are genuinely just kids who uh, either grew up with or were sort of at the tail end of when manga was already always free. And
Mhm.
now these paid alternatives come around and they feel like, oh, but that's a ripoff. Why should I wait until Sunday when I can get the chapter already on Friday? Um, and to me, that's always sort of like, A, support the series.
Yeah.
It's just the right thing to do.
I,
Um,
I, I, actually, sorry, go on. I'll let you finish your
no,
point.
the only second thing I was going to do is, to me, that always is like, you deserve better. You deserve better than fan
Yeah.
scans. I'm sorry.
I
Most
was,
of them are just not that good.
I was gonna say, I feel like a lot of these people who like always hate on the official release never experience, and I didn't experience it like you have with MHA, but they've never experienced a time where getting releases for this like anime manga content was really fucking hard. So like you said, showing your support for the series lets them know that in your region there is support for this and maybe they should continue support. Back then, we didn't have that at all. Like we were even more of an afterthought than we are already. So like
Mhm.
you would have to wait hours for like some subgroup to put an anime on like fucking some torrent website. Or I didn't really read manga when I was younger, but like I can't imagine how bad it was back then. Like you said, the translations were just, oh my god, so bad.
Yeah, because again, the problem is with fan translations is that it's made by people who generally are very focused on the Japanese side of
Mhm.
things, but are themselves not completely fluent in English.
Mhm.
And that's the problem. You cannot translate if you're not a master at both ends, because you can accurately extract all the information out of the Japanese text and understand it yourself. But if you suck at conveying it, you produce misconceptions and you
Mhm.
produce bad representations that can last for years. Um, and so, it's one of those things where I get why people pirate,
Mhm.
and I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that, um, it's it's a fucking massive crime.
Yeah, yeah.
Just do it. Don't try to convince me that you're some noble knight. You're doing it because you're trying to save money, because
Yes.
you're out of options, because
Yeah.
it's convenient.
I was literally gonna say, somebody in chat said my only argument for why people pirate is that the harder it is / less convenient it is, the less likely that they'll do it. I agree. That is why piracy exists. It's pretty much been studied. It's like the harder it is to get the product people want, they will torrent it.
Yeah,
And I also don't even like. I'm honestly pro piracy. I don't even give a fuck, to be honest with you. But I agree with Ocean Man that you're not like. There's no need to take like a high and mighty position about it, right? Which I'm not saying that's what you're
yeah,
doing, the guy in chat, by the way. I'm just saying that there are some people that do that.
yeah. I mean, there was this era on anime YouTube where a lot of
Hmm.
YouTubers sort of took that position where by pirating we're sending a message. It's like, no, you're becoming a shadow number.
Yeah.
Like, because people have this idea that, oh, by pirating we're telling them that we want better alternatives. Like, no, all the official channels see is, oh, there are no sales in this region, so we'll stop supporting it. And then, oh god, there was that one YouTuber, I don't even remember their name, who was like, I don't give money to official websites and services. I buy figurines. Where do you buy them from? eBay. Okay. Like, cool.
Yeah. I also do what you do. I own MHA volumes. I don't own all of them. I don't make a lot of money. I work like 14 hours a week, 13 hours a week. I don't make a lot of money. So I do buy volumes every now and again. I have like 13, 14. I think I have 15 MHA volumes. I got 2 ReZero volumes. You know, despite how riddled with mistranslations the ReZero volumes are. You know, I try to support it.
Those are light novels, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a lot tougher.
Yeah.
Props to Caleb, because the My Hero light novels are almost flawless in that sense, which can't be easy. Because that's the other thing. Light novel Japanese is not the same as manga Japanese, and manga Japanese is not the same as book Japanese, and book Japanese is not the same as spoken Japanese.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you have stylistic
crazy,
differences. Yeah. By the way, we've been stalling hard on like the 2 theories I think everyone wants to talk about.
Yeah, everyone's like been sitting here just like staring at the screen waiting for us to talk about these 2 theories.
So yeah, what's first?
Let's do Back You Go. How about
that? Sure, that one's easy. Dog shit.
Man.
Genuinely only cool if your favorite pastime is staring at videos of fireworks. Like, I'm sorry. This is the definition of no thoughts, just cool shit.
Yeah.
Like, it makes no sense. It does nothing for the characters. It is barely even... like, people never specify what, like, the relevance of this would be.
This just adds a whole new layer of plot that does not need to exist.
Yeah.
Time travel fuckery does not need to exist.
Well... Eri is seemingly back in the business,
God.
so...
No, stop. Why'd you have to remind me?
Dude, you don't get it, right? Like, dude, Eri is gonna fucking rewind the manga back to when it was good. Bro, like, Hori gave us this, like, fake reality where shit is bad, and he's gonna, like, rewind it, and then actually, My Hero is gonna go on for 10 more years. Like, yeah, the ending was a marketing ploy. Eri's gonna rewind that shit. Dude, Hori's fucking cooking. Holy shit, dude.
I'm gonna see this post on Twitter like word for word. It's gonna be like verbatim tomorrow.
Yeah, it's gonna have like 1,000 retweets.
I will say,
it's gonna have
I feel like this is also a tangent. Why do we keep going on tangents? Fuck. I will say,
fine.
I feel like I think this is just a theory, by the way. Like, I have nothing to substantiate this. It's just so, like, nobody goes around parroting this shit. All for One rewinding himself and then Mirio coming out of the ground. I'm pretty sure these 2 events were supposed to coincide. And I don't think Mirio was supposed to come back in the war arc.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I talked about it in SNC as well. This recent return from Mirio was definitely the actual planned one.
Yeah. I don't know.
It just feels too disconnected.
Yeah, I don't want to blame it on Taguchi, you know, I don't want to do it, but I do think that's why Mirio was literally nowhere in the entire, like, rest of the story. It's because he just wasn't supposed to exist. He was just supposed to be, like, mopping the floors and shit.
Dying of dysentery.
Yeah, he's supposed to be dying of dysentery, which is a shame that my video is now outdated. I no longer have to hold the Mirio funeral, unfortunately.
Look, man, you can't get any better than me making a video saying, wow, the traitor plotline was dropped, huh? And then the traitor plotline coming back up the week after, so, you know.
Yeah, that's what
take those.
That's what I'm always afraid of right now, actually, is, like, making these MHA videos. I'm, like, terrified that, like, I'm gonna post one, I'm gonna say something. So, like, now in every video, I go, like, now this could change. It'll still suck, probably, but, like, it could change. Because I know that somebody's gonna be like, well, you said this was bad, but then actually it's fine. Like, you said that Shigaraki never talking about twice was bad, but now he's doing it, so it should be good, right? Well, it's okay, I guess.
Well, it's one of those things where someone will comment, maybe you should have waited with this, and you reply, maybe your parents should have loved you. Like,
what am I supposed to wait? How long am I supposed to wait till the end of the story?
No, because then you're still overreacting, because there might be a sequel.
Oh, yeah. Beku. Can't forget.
Yeah. You're gonna have to, you're gonna have to wait until Horikoshi dies, and even then you have to be very careful because
What if he has children?
yeah, what if his children continue the manga? Like you never know. I mean, Gash Bell got a second part to its manga, like 10 years after it's ended. Yeah, you're gonna have to
Yeah.
wait.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put back you in the F tier. It's dog shit.
It's awful.
It is terrible.
But it's a theory made for the army of 30-year-old women
Oh my
who
god.
want Bakugo, who want Bakugo to be the MC and who want him to fuck them.
Yeah, you're
Dude.
right.
Scrolling through MHA like hashtags is insufferable because you have these fucking soccer moms going absolutely ballistic for any mention of him, talking about how fucking cute he looks. Like, oh my god, pick up your kids from school.
Dude, I have like a few mutuals that just like fight people. Sometimes, you know those mutuals, they just like to go out and fight people. And like,
Pineapple?
well, yeah. But he's not barely 18 like my other ones. I'll like watch these barely 18-year-olds, or like maybe even 17-year-olds, quote retweeting and getting quote retweeted by like 40-year-olds or like late
Yeah.
30s, and I'm like, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I understand. Okay, I don't want to be one of those people that says that you can't have like, like anime and like cool media related hobbies when you're old. But like you're fighting with children.
Yeah.
You're fighting with children about like characters kissing and shit. Like it's ridiculous. Like,
Yeah, it's one of those things where like it's already embarrassing when you're 16.
mhm.
It is like baffling if you're 35.
Yeah.
And because the thing is also is just the thing that gets me is how explicitly sexual a lot of it is.
Yeah.
Where it's just like smut fanfic of Deku absolutely ravaging Deku's insides or Bakugo ravaging
Dude,
Deku's insides.
All because I follow MHA accounts and I tweet about MHA, I get that shit recommended to me and I can't stop it.
Yeah, it's awful. And it's sort of like, look, if you want to have your sexual fanfics, if you're gonna if you want to have your shippings, that's fine. I personally believe shipping is 90% of the time completely benign.
Yeah.
But if you are a 40-year-old woman and you spend your entire time online writing fics about two teenage boys absolutely ravaging each other's assholes, I'm sorry, but to me that's weird. And it makes it weirder by how much they insist that this is like the intended experience.
Yeah, like someone said, Hori doesn't even write romance good enough for people to be fighting this hard over it. That's so fucking true. That's
I think
so
honestly it's
fucking true.
because he doesn't write romance good enough that
Yeah.
people grasp at straws. Yeah. But I mean, I keep saying like 40-year-old woman. The men are awful too, but then
Yes.
it gets into a different kind of awful because you're talking about like lolly shit.
Yes. That's a whole
and that's
different
like
discussion.
Yeah, that's a different can of worms. I mean, it's all bad. Like if you're an adult, learn some dignity.
Yeah,
Right?
that's
Like it's fine to have
that's
like,
the
I'm an
separate
adult with
stream.
Yeah, like I'm an adult with a nerdy hobby.
Yeah.
And I get very nerdy about it, but I do think that as an adult you need to have that sort of perspective and that self-consciousness to be like aware and be like, hey, look, I pay taxes. Is this really that important?
Yeah, that can be our next stream together is when we talk about we could talk about lolly and how cringe it is.
Odd.
The first stream to get thousands and thousands of dislikes.
A very unpopular stream with child molesters.
Yeah, which there are too many of in this. I was gonna say this fandom, but when I say this fandom, I mean anime in general.
Yeah, well, I feel like if we keep going with this, we're just gonna say some absolutely
We're gonna get in
Sicko
big
mode.
trouble. We're gonna get in big
why don't,
trouble.
why don't we do the finale? Why don't we do
Okay.
that for him? Because I do have to actually hop off.
Okay.
Soonish.
All right, Dad for one. It's easy F tier, right? Like.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's awful. It's the origin. It's the original bad theory. I know people base this a lot also on the fact that Hori said that Deku's dad will be revealed in the future,
Yes, they
not
do.
introduced. And I'm like, I'm about to reveal my fucking fist to your teeth. Like, shut the fuck up. That's not how that works. Like, sure, it could be. But have you considered that it makes the story worse on every level imaginable and you're sacrificing the integrity of the entire narrative simply for a quick and easy, oh my god, he was him all along.
Okay.
Like, this is MCU tier writing.
But have you thought of Star Wars before? Like, have you ever heard of that?
No.
Oh, well.
I hate space. Space makes me uncomfortable.
Alright, well, there we go. I'm gonna be completely honest. C tier? No, you're not being honest. Think inwards. And come to a new conclusion.
Search your feelings.
Star Wars tier, that's a good one. Star Wars,
Yeah.
there we go. I actually am going to make... I've decided that I'm gonna make a DFO video. And I'm gonna get the 3-hour-long pineapple response video. And we're gonna go down this chain for, like, weeks.
God. No, like... Honestly, looking at this, like, distribution... This is very accurate. This is very accurate also on, like, how many MHA fans actually read with their eyes open.
I know. Dude, some of these theories, man. That's crazy. I was just, like, looking up MHA theories to just, like, try and add a bunch to this list. They were fucking terrible. They were so bad. It's all about being related to somebody as well, which is funny.
Yeah, well, actually one that I remember liking sort of when season 2 was coming out was that, okay, bear with me. Todoroki and Momo are actually gonna start dating during the manga. And that a big conflict is going to be that Momo, coming from a rich family who is sort of very established, is going to obviously be very sort of focused on like family life and her heritage, and Todoroki can obviously not empathize because his entire family life is basically one trauma after another.
Yeah.
And that's going to be like a character conflict. And back when we thought MHA was a good series, that was actually an exciting prospect. But now we know that character writing is something that doesn't sell millions of volumes.
Yeah, sorry. Somebody said the conflict is Momo can't have kids, and I laughed.
Yeah, that's also true. Momo cannot have kids.
Fuck.
I mean, Momo can't have kids because that would require her to actually get together with someone, and Horikoshi would never do it because that would stop making her an object of desire.
Ooh.
And if there's one thing Hori is very good at, is making sure his women remain objects.
Oh shit. Ocean Man's pulling out the big guns, dude. Holy fuck.
I mean, he's not more guilty or more or less guilty of it as other shonen mangaka. It's just the fact that it's Shonen Jump. It's Japan, a country that is notoriously not a great place when it comes to the role of the woman in society. Which is also the thing. There's such a disconnect online where people think that like Japan is such a like progressive haven where like nothing's ever bad. And it's like, no, Japan is a conservative ass country.
Yes, it is.
That recently delegalized gay marriage again.
Yes.
Like, dude, it's not.
Horikoshi
it's not a country that's
confirmed it.
Horikoshi is now, yeah, that is true. Better than Death Note women, at least. I mean, the author of Death Note is an outspoken homophobe, so.
Wait, really?
In one of his other works, he has a character go on like a massive rant about how women and men being together is unnatural, and all the characters agree with them.
That's insane.
Yeah, and it has nothing to do with the story. It's straight up just they're trying to plan something, and a character goes, "I think the gays are going to hell," and everyone else goes, "Good point, good point."
Mirko is still the best female character, and she only has one like cool fight. Nana is out and better, honestly, if we're being real right now.
My brothers, you're being horny.
Yeah, you're just horny, bro. Which is fine, you know, you can be horny, but Nana is still right there for that as well, actually. So I think if you wanted to pick the better character.
I mean, you know, they're nice women. I think when it comes to like fans, like direct fan service, I think Hori has it down fairly well, where it's mostly just them being present.
Yeah.
Like what's Todoroki? Fuyumi, Todoroki's sister, is one of the hottest characters in the series, and she has no like really gratuitous like presence in the story whatsoever. She's just wearing a sweater.
She's just wearing a sweater that had a grip over the fandom for months.
Yeah, but it's kind of this a similar thing with Mirko. Like, yeah, sure, she's designed for a certain aesthetic purpose, but at the same time, as a sort of athletic rabbit hero, her costume makes a lot of sense. And one thing I've always liked, respected, I don't know, about her costume is the fact that it doesn't have a fucking boob window.
Yes.
Because that would be the easiest thing to do, but Hori didn't because it wouldn't fucking make sense. Her having, you know, a fucking like athletic suit.
Yeah.
Perfectly fine.
All right, but another question is, how do you feel about the Momo costume?
Makes sense for the story, but why is the story like that?
Yeah, he froze.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where it's sort of like the story makes a good excuse for it, but my man, why did you need to make an excuse for that?
Yeah.
Like, why did you feel that this was such an important thing to you that you needed an excuse to have it like this?
Yeah.
And the problem is that because Hori has learned how to draw thicker and thicker women,
yeah.
It makes Momo look cartoonish in a lot
of
panels.
It does. It's gotten really excessive. I was gonna say a little, but no, it's gotten really excessive.
Dude, have you seen Uraraka's hips?
I have. It's gotten it's so much now.
Like, for a girl that is too poor to eat, she's been fed.
Man, that UA cafeteria be going crazy, bro.
Fucking free hormone therapy hero.
Free hormone therapy hero, Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did we get here? We were talking about DFO. How did we get here?
We got here because there's nothing fun to talk about DFO. Everything about DFO is miserable and makes everyone lesser for talking about it. Except Pineapple, he's my bae. I just hate every theory he comes up with.
More power to him, man. He has a lot of fun.
Oh, he does. Yeah. And I mean, as I said, I've worked with him and he's a great guy.
Yeah. I want everyone to know that when I do make a DFO video, I hope you all please leave Pineapple alone. Please. Like, I understand that he's like the #1 soldier.
I mean, if you really don't want to leave him alone, go in and get fucking bodied.
Yeah, get bodied by him.
The man fights all the time. He's like Zen.
Like oh my god, dude, Zen is so funny on Twitter.
Zen is funny in general.
Yeah, it's always so funny, like, watching him argue with, like, an MHA stan every day. It's so entertaining.
Do you follow Matt?
Matt.
Mr. Eat Your Booty?
No, but I see you interacting with him sometimes.
He's the greatest, because every time I check his page, he's fighting with someone. He's so great.
I used to be like that too, honestly. I used to be fighting a lot, but then I was like, this is pointless. And I'm just gonna... I used to be like tweeting every day, and now I tweet like once a week.
Dude, I used to be in the trenches writing essays in people's mentions about why Endeavor is a great character. That was good. The good times. But all right, I need to actually get off. If that's all right.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm sorry we didn't get to like any specific comment showcases.
No, that's fine. We could do it next time, dude. We could just save all these for next time.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I can give you one nugget that I remembered.
Oh, hell yeah.
In my Bakugo video, I don't know if I've maybe even told you this one before, but in my old Bakugo video, you know, I say, oh, Bakugo is a super popular character. And I had one guy take like massive offense to that. And he was like, oh, you're misrepresenting the like fandom, you're being unfair. Do your fucking research. And he links me to like the wiki page that shows the popularity polls. Too bad that 3 out of 4 popularity polls were won by Bakugo.
And it's still going, actually.
Yeah, and so I replied to him like, dude, read the things you sent me, you fucking moron. Never got a reply. I'm sure he just forgot.
Oh, so do you remember your MHA anti-slander threads? Yeah, I remember I named it anti-slander threads as like a tongue-in-cheek kind of thing, and people got really mad about it. Because like I literally named it that because it was like it was kind of like a pathetic name, you know, to like have anti-slander threads. So I thought it was funny. Because all I did was just like write about like plot points and stuff, but like people took it really seriously, and it was really funny to me.
I mean, that's literally all of MHA, of the MHA fandom. People took it really seriously, and it was really funny.
I have this one comment that I at least want to share. So this is when I was talking about how I believe that Shigaraki fits the deuteragonist role more than... So, I prefaced it with, I think that deuteragonist is a stupid term, and we shouldn't be fixating on it so much. But, like, if you really want to use the term, then I think Shigaraki would be more of a deuteragonist than Bakugo. I got this DM. It's 3 paragraphs. He
And the
says,
final one is actually fantastic.
He says, when are you going to realize that antagonists/villains always become the cause of the main conflict? By this point, you idiot said that every villains in most anime are the deuteragonist, so in Inuyasha, Naraku is the deuteragonist, Pain in Naruto is deuteragonist. The heart of the story in MHA is about Izuku's progress to become a #1 hero. A villain is always needed to build the story in every anime. I am not saying Bakugo is the deuteragonist one, but he and All Might are the ones who affected Deku's life the most and appeared often. You can't deny Bakugo is an important character, unlike a side character like Kirishima or Tokoyami. The western side of MHA fandom is stupid enough to fight over such trivial cases, unlike Asians and mostly Japan who are pretty chill in the fandom.
Okay, 1, you're racist because you put Asians on a pedestal. 2,
Yeah.
anyone who calls him Izuku jerks off to him. No exception. I'm sorry. His name is Deku. If you call him Izuku, I'm assuming you are one of the aforementioned 40-year-old women. Let me guess. This is about the fact that you said that Shigaraki is more of a deuteragonist than Bakugo.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
Checks out.
I said, this is exactly what I said. I said, we should not focus on who is a deuteragonist because it's kind of a silly term, and it's not really, it's not productive for any conversation, right? Like, who cares really at the end of the day?
Mm-hmm.
But I said, if we're really gonna go by the definition, like the Bakugo stands want to, then it's not Bakugo.
Yeah. But, you know, that's just the MHA fandom for you, and we will return to that whenever it is not fucking midnight.
Yeah, I am sorry that I stream on Sunday, so I know that you have to do Shonen and Chill and shit on Sunday too, so it's probably bad timing.
It's whatever. I'm a professional YouTuber. Time is literally the only thing I have infinity of. So,
That's
you
fair.
know, it's all
That's
good.
Fair.
But yeah, I'll leave you to it then. I'm sure you have other stuff to get to.
Not really. But we'll see. Maybe I'll come up with something. Ass, I remember the AFO defense thread you DM'd me. What are you talking? That's just fucking slander that I will not accept. You need to, how do I delete messages in chat?
You
figured it out.
Right click on the name.
It's gone.
You right click on the name and you say block user. Delete user.
The MHA part of S&C is gonna be 5 minutes. Hell yeah.
The MHA part of S&C is gonna be the usual, which is, wow, this chapter was cool until this one thing that was stupid. Goodbye. And then we're gonna be screaming like apes for Jujutsu Kaisen, despite doing literally the same thing half the time. But the thing is, Jujutsu Kaisen is entertaining. MHA currently isn't.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah. Sorry.
I'll be going off. Yeah.
We're really good at doing tangents, aren't we?
Absolutely, but that's good. That means we got that flow, my man.
Yeah. Maybe next time we can stay on a subject for more than like 4 minutes straight.
Maybe next time we will talk about My Hero for 4 minutes and then it'll turn into a Monster Hunter stream.
Oh, dude. That'd be fucking awesome.
Alright. See ya. Have a good night.
Alright, man. Later.
Bye.
Bye. Everyone say goodbye to Ocean Man in chat. That's an order. You said check your DMs. I have no DMs. I don't have any DMs. You lied to me. Shut up, Makima. God, we need something new in the magazine. JJK is carrying like Atlas with the world on its shoulders. Ruby Dragon dropped. So, there you go. Granny Evil? Oh my god. Okay. If you really want my thoughts on Granny Evil, it was very clever of Moari to come up with it. But I also still don't like All For One having his hands in every single pot. It's just the same thing. It is clever though. It's very funny. It is a shame that the anime destroyed that theory in one day. Alright, are there any other theory? I would put, I don't know, maybe like C. Granny Evil is very fun. I love Mori. He came up with a very funny theory. He also came up with the All For One incel theory. You remember the All For One incel theory? That shit was really fucking funny. I refuse to read into JJK manga because it's so goated. Also, AFO having his hands in everything has been used for so much shit law. AFO made COVID. That's true. He did make COVID. That was a crazy ass chapter when that dropped. What the heck is the Granny Evil theory? what was it that debunked Granny Evil? The anime gave a different hair color to the old woman that passed Tenko than in the Todoroki household. Remember when some people thought aliens would show up? What? Can I say that the panel of AFO coming out of the fire in the Dobby flashback had me howling because Buddy looked like a lost insurance salesman? AFO like Nana theory? Yep, that's another Moari masterclass, dude. He came up with the all-for-one incel theory. He was cooking with that one, though, I'm not gonna lie to you. Wait. Let me see if I can find that one, hang on. I'm just gonna look up incel from Moari. Wait, did he delete his account? No, he didn't. Okay. Incel. I can't find it immediately, so I give up. Okay. I think we've done everything for the stream. Except for the comments that I wanted to go through, but we at least went through one. I'll have to link up with Ocean Man again. Bakugo's angry because of his quirk. Yeah, that's like the most upvoted post on the My Hero Academia subreddit, and it's really bad. It's a really bad theory. Alright, yeah. I got nothing else. I was gonna do the comments with Ocean Man, but we went on way too many tangents. Is there credit to say Deku and Shiggy are cousins or related because Inko seems to be related to Nana? I don't think Inko is related to Nana. No. I think that would be terrible. We'll go back to MVA standards when AFO fucking dies. If we're being real with you, or sorry, if I'm being real with you, I don't think that we're ever getting MVA standard again. Which is unfortunate, but it's fine, I guess. It is what it is. Alright. Thank you all for coming out. Remember to like the stream for the algorithm. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel for the algorithm. Because, I need it so bad. Alright? I'm struggling. And I guess if you want, you can comment on the VOD, but you don't gotta do that, I don't care. You can follow me on Twitter in the description, where I post once a week, but every time I post, it's a banger, okay? I have never missed a single time. Every time I post on Twitter, I start discourse, okay? So if you want the hottest start to all discourse, you just follow me on Twitter. And you can also join my Discord down below, where we talk about My Hero Academia. We talk about ReZero, and sometimes, you might not believe this, sometimes people do talk about Jujutsu Kaisen. It's maybe like once a week, okay? Sub added, Dogman. Thank you. I'll never return? That's fine. I'll report the video for the algorithm? That's perfect. Thank you so much.